Yes, yes, yes. Good afternoon, top of the source. You know the vibe. I want to check my levels. We got, how we do. You know how we do. We're gonna check the levels first, see how we are sounding. Then we're gonna turn up, man. I'm gonna share the link. 'Cause I need a lot of y'all to tap in with this today. To tap in with this today, right? Let me just hear how I'm sounding first. I need a lot of y'all to tap in. Man, Corn don't know boxing. Corn, man, yeah, I gotta call you out on that. You don't know boxing, my brother. Man, Corn don't know boxing. Corn, man. Yeah, Corn, I had to add you out. We sounding good. Corn, man, you know what it is, man. Dudes be going off for I don't know. To each his own. To each his own. But let me sip on this tea. Hmm. Yes, we're gonna get to a couple things, man. Let me put the link up. I want to get the link up everywhere tonight. 'Cause like I said, man, this is open conversation, man. Open discussion tonight or this afternoon. I put an all poets bulletin out. Yes, they're putting that everywhere. They're putting that everywhere. Let me go over here on the tube. Let's go over here on the tube. Throw it up here. Then I am going to share this with some people. Dude, yeah, my man jumped to Twitter instantly. ASAP Rocky. That's not the move, man. ASAP Rocky, he was on Twitter running. Yeah, he was darting up out of there from the reporters. Darting. Darting up out of there from the reporters, man. He was darting up out of there. But let's get to a little bit of stuff. ESPN threw him under the bus.
I'm out of here. Spence and his guy his face and said, I'm out of here. Spence and his guys got up, turned, and walked. His face and said,
All right, you hear how ESPN threw him under the bus, right? Yeah, ESPN pretty much threw him under the bus, right? Let's talk about that first. Let's start off with that. See how ESPN specifically put the camera on him when he darted out of there. Now, don't shoot the messenger. Shout out to my guy that sent me that said the duck ducked out. That's what the fans are saying. That's what people are saying. The duck ducked out. They are calling Earl Spence the ducker. They are saying the duck ducked out on the video I just played, man. On the video that I just subsequently played, they called him the ducker. Good morning, my good brother. How are you today? Did you happen to catch the fights last night? Shout out to La, man. Appreciate that, Lorenzo. Did you catch the fights last night? But they said the duck ducked out in regards to Earl Spence exiting out the fight. Now, remember the whole narrative leading up to the fight was that he was going to jump in the ring and call out the winner. He did nothing of the sort. He darted out once he seen Sean Porter fall. And I guess he felt some type of way. But why would you feel some type of way? That's not you. You beat him also. You just didn't stop him. You know, you just didn't stop him, man. These new headsets are rocking and rolling. You're rocking out, y'all. Truly Showtime. Sizzle, I am the source. Smash that like button. Doesn't cost you a dollar. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The hottest in the game is rocking right now. But like I told you, these guys were going to try to move the goalposts, and that's what they are pretty much doing this morning. This morning, yes, this morning they are moving the goalposts. Yeah, feel free to hit the link, man. Don't be scared. Y'all scared to get on here with a real one. And when I say a real one, I'm talking about somebody who actually he was stopped. His father called the fight. He retired last night. It was a great back and forth. It's just sad how people were trying to already say that the fight was fake, it was fixed, this, that, and the third. No, Sean Porter had his moments too. It's just that Bud Crawford is a master chess player. He makes the adjustments, and like a lot of you guys, most of you guys, all you guys, you really don't know boxing. You just are fans, man. Be a fan. You feel me? Be a fan. But if you're not a real gym person, you don't really can't contemplate what's going on. Bud Crawford, his team, they are gym people. He was setting that shot up all night. And if you follow the source was telling y'all that. Shout out to my man Kurt Green. I was talking to one of my coworkers yesterday, and I told him that this was going to happen. Sean Porter was going to get knocked out. He was going to run into something. And yes, now if you pay attention and you actually are a student of the game, a real boxing guy, not a an internet guy that that's a fan and all that. I'm talking about boxing guys. You're in the gym. You grew up around fighting. You can fight. You know a little bit about fighting. With Sean Porter's father, this is for all those guys that are saying he threw his son under the bus, this, that, and the third. No. Basically what he was telling his son is his son opens up. That's the same thing he did against Earl Spence. Earl Spence dropped him like that. When Sean gets desperate, that's what he got. He got desperate. He starts getting wild. He goes away from the game plan. That's all Kenny was pretty much saying. But see, you guys, you got to do what you got to do. You got to push your narratives. You got to create a story. You have to create a story. How you doing, Kimberly Lee? Appreciate you tapping in and watching. Smash the like button for me one time. Cost you not $1. But yes, he opened up. He got wild, and he subsequently ran into that shot. And then Bud clubbed him again, dropped him again. Then the father called in the fight. Now he called in the fight because, like he said, Sean Porter was retiring, win, lose, or draw. He was retiring, and as a father, I am a father. I can understand where Kenny was coming from. Why would you want to see your son, who has a great resume, great career, go out like getting pummeled, beat down, stop like that? It is what it is, man. You guys are just upset because he did something that none of the guys over there on the other side of the street, like y'all like to say, ever did, man. And you are rocking out with your truly Showtime Sizzle the Sauce, man. Feel free to tap in, man. Tap in, man. Look, it's up on YouTube. Here it is on the tube for y'all. Here it is on the Facebook groups and the groups. Jump on, man. Jump on, man. Feel free to jump on. I would love for some of y'all to jump on, man. See? I would love for some of y'all to jump on. But you know what it is? I already know the sauce is just too potent, man. See, the sauce is potent, man. But jump on, man. Feel free, man. Feel free, man. Feel free. And I was saying this too. If you are on my Instagram, let me close out. Let me go on our Facebook on the boxing group. If you are on my Instagram page, right? I said I got man. If Earl Spence does decide to take that fight, right? If he does decide to take that fight with Terrence Crawford to step up everything. Stop the drinking. Um, yeah, stop the drinking is number one. You gotta get focused, man. Really shut down. Like get a lot of the people away from you that's not really boxing people. You know, get with them. I'm gonna say this. Get with them after the fight. Go out, have a good time, hang out, do what you do then. But right when if you do decide to fight Bud Crawford and that is the route you're going to go, you gotta tighten up, my G. Tighten up, man. Cause you see, Bud is a killer, man. Bud is not gonna play with you. He's gonna try to hurt you. He's going to try to end you. So you're going to need to get top quality work. If you caught my post, if you caught my post, right? I made a post on IG. I said it's time. No more that in-house sparring. No more of that. You can't. That in-house sparring is not going to get it done, right? It's not. And I'm gonna tell you why it's not going to get it done. Because you seen an in-house fighter he just fought, and how he was able to make the adjustments and subsequently break him down, stopping him, man, doing something you couldn't do. You couldn't do, man. Yeah, these are the links, man. Feel free to tap in, man. People popping in and out. Popping in and out. Smash that like button over there in the source group. Smash that like button. You are in the Facebook group. Like you see, technology is a must. I can see everything now. I can see everything. Man, shout out to Lexus Koto. He says Terrence Crawford's hands move quick like tiger paws, tiger style. Wu Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Yes, Bud Crawford ain't nothing to fuck with, man. Bud Crawford is a deadly motherfucker, and he got big mitts, boy. Big hands, man. Clubber lanes, I like to call them. But shout out to the Omaha crew. It was sold out in there, man. I don't know what these guys was talking about. Excuse me. I see I see my boy Tyrone Jackpot James was in the building. I might have to reach out to him and his brother, man. They was in there. That's Buzz, one of Bud's good buddies, man. I might have to hit Tyrone James up, man. Almont in the building, Long, Strong Allen. But Tyrone James is a Midwest guy, undefeated 154-pound fighter. Yeah, shout out to Tyrone James out there on hand. Man, that fight was sold out. You had the haters, yes, the haters, trying to rain on the parade and say that the fight didn't sell. Man, when Bud Crawford and Sean Porter walked out, it wasn't an empty seat. I seen a lot of people in the nosebleed section. Shout out to Lord of the Rings. Let's get it going. Let's get it going.
Hear he.
Hear ye. Yes, let's get it going. Shout out to this is one of the co-hosts, man, original members of the Source Talk podcast in the building. Lord of the Rings, you have the floor right now. Break it down, man. Break
Man.
it down.
Look, see the fight last night. It was kind of a wild fight at first. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But then, as the rounds got late, I respected Big Bo Mac saying, "Look, it's time to turn it up now." You
Yes.
understand?
Yes. Yes.
And that's what Bud did. And I
Yeah.
knew, but the way he was flicking that jab, that straight right, I knew he was going to catch Porter with that straight left. I knew it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew it. He set him right up with it, my G.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, before you got on, I just said that. I said he was setting that shot up all night. For boxing guys, they know what I'm talking about. I
Facts.
said for the boxing guys, they know what I'm talking about. Guys that be in the gym that know about boxing. I
Facts.
said he was setting that shot up all night, and they
Facts.
finally came home in the 10th round.
Facts.
Finally
Facts.
came home in the 10th round.
And it was, see, like I always told you in our episodes about Sean Porter, he has a leverage problem. You understand what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, he does.
His balance is terrible. It's just, only thing good with him is he throws punches and bunches and he has a lot of energy.
Yeah,
You know?
endurance. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But as far as his boxing ability, he has to get back in the gym, man, and revise things.
Fact, fact. But no, he retired, man. Did you see that? He
Oh,
retired. He's
what?
done. He's done. Yeah, he retired, man.
No, I turned it off after the victory.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He retired, man.
Wow.
He called it a career, and he said he was going to retire, win, lose, or draw, because they had the rematch clause. But he
Oh,
said this was his last fight. He said Bud Crawford was the last because
oh,
now he can say that he fought all the best. You
okay.
know.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. So salute to him. Yeah, yo, listen, man. I'm glad. I'm glad. See, everything works out. The universe is amazing, man.
Very.
From one warrior to another warrior.
Yeah.
Listen, man. How did you feel? Right? I already jumped on my social media platforms and aired out how I felt. Yo, when Spence skipped out like that, man, from a warrior to another warrior, man. Yeah, what was your thoughts on that, man?
I felt it like Spence felt a little intimidated. I'm just being,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
I just,
yeah, man.
I just felt that he felt intimidated, and
Yeah.
he didn't want to be around the Sparks.
Yeah, man. You see, I didn't hold back, man. I'm not gonna hold back
I'm
because,
not,
like I said, I always have EJ's best interests at heart, and you did show a lot of weakness in that, man.
man. Look,
You got low, man. Listen, from the warrior tribe, you don't do that, man. Like that wasn't your loss. There was
what
no need. There was no need for you to run up out of there.
what he was supposed to do is get with them commentators and start talking that smack and getting a
Yeah.
super fight together with him and Bud.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was supposed to do. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, man. He skipped out like he was the one that got beat up, man.
Or like I seen intimidation. I'm like, dude, what you intimidated or something?
Oh,
What you
skipped out
looking for, man?
and jumped straight to Twitter. Jumped straight on Twitter, like
Yeah,
yo, dog.
he loves to do that social media shit, man.
Yeah, like damn, player, what you getting low for, man?
No,
That remind me of a West Hills night or something when a nigga that was running his mouth,
and,
and then that dude comes in the bar that you run your mouth about.
and one of the rings went in his mouth. You heard? Right,
and
right.
you try to slip out the back door.
Yeah,
You try to slip out the side. You know what I'm saying?
and ended
You
up
know,
on your side.
yeah, man. But damn, I was like, man, EJ, wow, man. And
Mm.
over here on the source, we can't sugarcoat it, man. So I couldn't give him a pass, man.
No,
I, I had to get on his bumper, like, yo, dog, you got low, man. You showing weakness, man.
it's either right or left, man. So it
Oh,
don't.
you
He, was
showing weakness.
he was supposed to give them commentators and start this up. You know what I'm
Well, yeah, you skipped out. You had a salty look on your face, like you was the one that got punched in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like you swallowed a bag of shit. Like
saying?
what was you mad about, man?
He was looking like he wanted Porter to win, like he wanted to give him a rematch and all this shit. You know, I'm like, yeah.
Word, everybody want to see you in bar fight, man. Nobody, don't
Yo,
nobody want to see you in and Sean Porter running back. They
yo,
want to see you in bar fight, man.
that syndrome might be slipping on him. That lack of confidence.
Yeah.
You heard?
Yeah, yeah, and I'm glad you on here now too. And This is no shot at his team, his trainers, and none of that. I said when he does fight Bud Crawford, that in-house sparring, in-house training shit is not gonna work, man.
Nah, he gonna have to spread out.
Word. Just being honest, but hey, what do I know? What do we know? I had to just put that out there on the table, man, because you seen what Bud did to one of your in-house generals. He stopped them.
Stop him.
Stopped them, man. Stopped them. Stop Sean Porter. So you're gonna have to really get in that water, man, and get some good sparring.
Yo, you hear me?
Hmm.
Sean was so frustrated he punched the mat like 8 times on the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he knew he was done, man. He was he was a beat horse, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a beat horse. But he you know what? Like I was watching a lot of comments and videos. Yo, dude was really trying to disrespect him like he didn't like he took a fall. Like he
Nah.
wasn't like he wasn't trying. Like, no.
He was
Bud Crawford is a master chess player.
exactly.
It's like you always allude to, Lord of the Rings. He makes the adjustments in the math class.
All right.
Motherfuckers wanted him not to make the adjustments. No. When
Right.
Sean was trying that shit, he was
Exactly.
just going back to the corner, getting his instructions, coming back out there, making his adjustments.
Meanwhile, Sean is not listening to his father about how he fighting the southpaw. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
It got to the point with the frustration that his father told him to go left and right, then try to throw him off balance.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm like,
He's lucky too, cause that Omaha juke hook was catching his ass too,
oh
man.
yeah, he was setting him up.
Yeah, that shit was catching him, man.
Yo,
I was
the first one he snatched it behind the back of his head. You seen it?
yeah.
I said, oh, manhandle this dude. Because
Yeah.
you gotta understand that this dude Bud is a state champion wrestler also. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I'm glad you alluded to that, man.
So
Remember how they was trying to say he was small and weak? Yo, he was manhandling Sean, man.
that nigga, man.
He was manhandling him, man. Man, you know what it is, man. I just think because Bud don't really be fucking with a lot of media and a
All right,
lot of people,
all
so
right.
they love to push the false narratives on him and hate on him, man.
On him, you sleep on him.
You know, they just hate on him, man.
Yeah, but
Because
Bud,
he was in control of that fight, man. He was getting caught sometimes, but he was landing the more precise punches,
the
man.
foot punches
And
that
and when he was putting that fire on Sean's chin, Sean was like having to reassess what was going on, man.
yeah,
Like yo,
stepping backwards. You know?
yeah, facts,
Well,
man.
and Sean couldn't really catch Bud unless he was grabbing him and holding him and hitting him.
Holding him, making it ugly, like he does,
Right.
making it ugly.
Make it mix
Yo,
up.
now, you being a teacher, trainer, coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
You seen Earl Spence fight him. Now you seen Terrence Crawford fight him. Rating both of their performances, minus the knockout, because we know he stopped him. Who do you say overall fought Sean Porter better?
I got to go with Bud because only reason why Errol Spence won the fight is because he dropped Sean. You know what I'm saying? He was losing.
Yeah.
He was losing that fight.
Yeah. A lot of people say that, man.
He was losing that fight.
Yeah, a lot of people say that too. A lot of people say that too. Now,
Look,
how do you feel about this too? Sean Porter stated himself. He's been there with Thurman, Garcia, Broner, Spence, Bud. He said Bud was the best.
okay.
He said it.
Bud is at the top pound for pound number 1 right now.
Yeah. Yo, I'm glad you brought that up. Isn't it crazy how the tables just turn?
Telling you.
It's crazy, right? And I was glad Bud said that too. Like when the reporter asked him, the commentator, I said reporter, when the commentator asked him, Earl Spence just ran up out of here. And Bud said, oh, wow, Earl was at my fight? Oh, he came to watch me fight? Because remember, EJ was big on that. Oh, I don't come to your fights. I don't watch you fight.
Yeah, on some hating shit. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you should want to go to a fighter's fight you're supposed to fight.
Yeah. Now listen, I think right now it should be no excuses. This fight is hot. This could be a multi-fight, not just one. It could be a run it back type
Huh?
of fight. They need to make it happen, man. Hopefully they don't make no excuses.
But
Uh,
no,
no, no.
they can make it best 2 out of 3.
Yeah, hopefully nobody makes no excuses. Nobody gets stupid talking about 70-30, 60-40. Nah, do a 50-50 right off bat.
Don't be coming
Run
up
it, yeah, run it back, and the winner gets 60-40, just like that, man. Because both of y'all are bringing something to the table.
don't be
Both of
coming
y'all
out
have.
yo,
Go ahead.
and don't be coming out with no fake eye injuries and fake motherfucking wrist injuries and all this. You understand?
Yeah,
Prepare
yeah,
prepare yourself for 8 weeks, lock yourself in, prepare yourself, and go out there to win. You
yeah.
understand?
That's it, man. And get some world class sparring, man. None of that in house shit, man.
Because them dudes are bums. And they only gonna let them go so far in house.
Wow, none of that in house shit, man.
When you
You
spread it
can't.
out, get that full fledged sparring.
Wow, you're a shark, quote unquote a shark. A shark swims in the ocean, man.
Uh, not
None
no
of that.
not no swimming pool.
Well, none of that local lake shit, man. Get the fuck out that lake, man.
Right.
You gotta get in the ocean, man. And anybody can be the big fish in the lake. You know
Uh,
what I'm saying? That's a lot of lakes out there,
well,
but it ain't that many oceans. You feel
well,
me?
that's
Well,
right.
like we like to say, hey, what do
What?
we know?
No, but no, we got buds saying that shit now. But hey, what?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. That's my people. You know, fuck with us. Fuck with the Source Talk podcast, man.
Word,
Oh, Omaha, shout out to Omaha, man.
word. They did.
Come
They did their thing.
on, I'm happy for them, man, because that was needed, man. Because they was trying to say the man don't sell, he don't do this, he don't. That shit was packed out last night, man.
The man know how to win though.
Well, that's yeah, fuck when he knows how to stop shit. That was his ninth straight stoppage, man.
And the thing I like about Bud is he lets you think you're doing what you're doing, and he starts picking it up on you.
Oh, turns it up. Listen, he's a shark, man.
Yeah,
He's a real predator. He takes you out in them woods. It gets dark and
and,
hot,
and
and then he
chops that wood.
finishes you off. Yeah, he
Chops that.
finishes you off. He finishes you off. He plays with you. He plays with you. He gets you thinking you could do something. Then he gets you out in them woods real deep. It starts getting dark. You can't see the path no more, and
Nope.
then he breaks your ass down.
You down.
Breaks you down, man.
Break
But
you down.
I'm just happy for him because now all them narratives, man. Like they was killing him with them narratives, man. He beat one of y'all top generals, man. Retired the man.
Tired.
Retired him, man. So y'all can't say that shit no more. That he doesn't fight nobody. He's over there. No, he just beat up one of your two-time champions, a man that gave Earl Spence, quote
Hell,
unquote, your best fighter over there. All he can handle.
yep.
Oh.
People told you. I really don't think that fight is ever gonna happen, man.
Yeah, somebody else said that, man. I'm glad you said that, man.
I,
I didn't want to be the one to say it, man.
I,
Cause you like, when I say stuff, when it comes to Earl Spence, I'm hating, I'm jealous, and all that, man.
no,
But
I'm gonna say this. I'm quite sure Errol Spence was watching Bud last night and wondering himself how is he gonna defeat this man? You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
There's it is what it is, man. Right
yeah.
right now, Terrence Bud Crawford is pound for pound number one because he proved it last night.
Well, he did, man. He beat a two-time general. Never been stopped until last night, man.
Right, exactly.
Never, he only been dropped 3 times, well, 4 times now.
Right.
Once by Broner, once by Spence, and twice by Bud, man.
Yep.
So, man, that says a lot, man. Now, I'm telling you, you're gonna have all these guys come out now and say EJ took it up out of him. He wasn't the same fighter no more. Kenny Porter shouldn't have stopped the fight. You're
Wow,
gonna
that's
get,
fun.
you're gonna get all of that now, man.
What do you mean?
But and you know what else is crazy too? I gotta dismiss this one. All the people was trying to say that Bud Crawford was losing the fight. The actual judge scorecards, Bud Crawford was up by 3 rounds on one judge's card
Yep.
and 1 round on the other two judges' cards. So he was en route for a unanimous decision.
Yep.
So please kill that narrative that
Yeah.
he was losing the fight.
He was losing on non-official scorecards.
Yeah, not official, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Non-official, because they wanted him to lose. People wanted him to lose, man.
All
Because
right.
if he would have lost, that whole narrative, they could have kept that narrative that
Yeah.
he wasn't as good as he is.
And all this, and he ain't ready for Spence and all that.
Yeah, and now yo. Listen, I think Bud is in, like we just said a little earlier. I think he's in the upper hand right now because he's a free agent.
Yeah.
He could go. He can go fight wherever he wants to fight right now.
And yo, our boy Sam Watson, I know he tight right now.
Oh man, them niggas been getting scraped off left and right over there. Yeah, first Wilder, then Caleb Plant. Now Sean Porter. It's like them niggas love talking out this side of the street, that side of the street. Well, them niggas that invading them blocks over there is chopping y'all boys down, man.
Their fighters is getting demised.
Yeah, they getting chopped down, man. Yeah, they like and it's crazy how it's going, right? One thing I can say about the PBC, y'all keeping the multicultural though. Y'all let the white boy go over there and scrape your block. Then you let the Mexican come over there and scrape your block. Then you let the brother come over there and scrape your block, man. What's going on that street over there, man?
Pull them blocks down.
What's going on, man? Oh, I'm glad I got you on here too, man. Just to get on this topic real quick, man. From one warrior to another warrior. When Caleb Plant and Canelo fought, I think it was the 9th round, right? You're a fighter. You've been in many wars, many battles. When an opponent you're fighting in the mix of the battle says, "Oh, I'm a good fighter. This is a good fight." Now I tried to explain this to somebody, but they couldn't understand what I was coming from when I said it. I said, "Yo, the man was copping the plea, man."
Yeah, that was reverse psychology. He was psychologically messed up.
I told somebody, I said, "Yo," he was telling Canelo like, "Yo, don't knock me out, man.
Listen,
you got it."
Taking blows upside the head will have you speaking in different tongues. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. He told him in the mix of the battle, "Yo, I'm a good fighter, right? You're a good fighter. I respect you."
He meant to say, "Please stop hitting me like this." That's what he meant to say. It came out different.
Yeah, he did, man. He did, man. He did, man.
Look, to keep it tall with you.
Yeah.
Caleb Plant, he might have did well against another fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is Canelo we talking about.
Canelo's different, man.
That's going up to 175.
Yeah, not cruiserweight, 190. 190.
Yeah, 190. No,
190, man.
He skipped the division.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So he's the block invader, man. That's Thanos.
Yeah.
And it's Thanos, man. Canelo's different, man.
Yeah, man.
All he do is go get the bag, man. He goes and gets the bag, and then
you know what's different? David Benavidez.
Yeah.
And Charlo, you are a coward.
Oh man, yeah.
Your whole camp, all y'all a bunch of cowards, man.
Yeah, facts, man. I can't debunk that.
Look, all y'all be running around trying to be on Vogue magazine. And look, it's about war, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
This dude called you pussy. And you
Word.
You're a coward.
Word. Facts. He did. Yeah, he really did. Yeah, them fighting words, man.
Stop studying math, man. Walk out that math class, man. Word. Math is not one of your strong subjects.
Yeah.
You're a coward.
Word, those are fighting words, man.
Those on national television, you pussy.
Those are fighting words, man. And you're a world champion. A professional prize fighter world champion, man.
Your twin coward alter ego brother didn't even step up and defend your honor. Both your twin cowards.
Word, man.
One of the rings, that sauce. I'm here to tell you, y'all are cowards.
Facts, man.
So
facts,
man.
That tough guy shit don't fly with everybody. David Benavidez was not buying it. He was not. He was not boxing.
Sincerely calling the man out. The man didn't even fucking respond.
Wow. Nah, he did. He said, yo, he said he's too rich. He said he was too rich.
My
He was,
Jack, my Jack,
yeah,
I just said the man did not respond.
yeah,
Hear
he
me?
did. He really did. He really did, man. He really did, man. Yo,
That's a that's
I think he should fight Boo Boo Andres, man.
who?
Like why?
The
Charlo, why
Undertaker?
not fight Boo Boo? Nah, why not fight Boo Boo, man?
Yeah, to him.
That's that's a 160 fight, you
Now
know.
Boo Boo did quickly dirty the other night. He definitely scared.
Yeah, that's right.
He definitely scared.
Yeah, Boo Boo called him out too on the low. Boo Boo said
Now
them niggas they be wanting them
that's
easy
what
fights.
I sent it. He said, "What do I have to do?"
Wow, he said they be wanting them easy fights, man. Damn, man. Yo, fans, media, bloggers, we gotta hold these guys accountable, man.
Man. The,
We
the
gotta
cows.
we gotta hold these fighters accountable, man. Stop praising these dudes, man. I be seeing you guys in these boxing groups
Nah,
doing these videos praising these dudes. He's a nobody. He's not fighting nobody. He
nobody.
parades around. He parades around tough. I'm gonna show you how tough he really is. Yo, his brother got smacked right in front of him. His first reaction was to place his drink down and then start yelling. No, that drink should have got tossed and your hands should have started flying, man.
On
Your
them hands.
your twin brother got smacked, bro. Listen, I don't know
Uh,
how you was raised
a prize,
or,
a prize fight.
or got smacked. Yo, your first reaction was to place your drink down. Like, man, come on, man. You can't make this shit up, man.
Yo, is that the same one with the bogus credit card?
Yeah. That's the one I put his drink down. Yeah, his brother got smacked. So her smacked the shit out your brother, man.
Yo, they lying cubs, man. They not no lions, man. So
Not at all, man.
they
They ain't even they not no lions. They some kittens, man.
they need to
Lion cubs get busy too, though, man. They just some kittens
follow behind.
pretending to be lions.
You know,
Oh, they some kittens, man. Kittens only, man. Kittens. They the cat woman. Cause you see how he was looking at Canelo, like yeah, he was in awe. That's why I posted that on social media yesterday too. When he was ringside after Canelo knocked out
Plant.
Caleb Plant, he was like in awe. He was looking at Canelo like in awe. Like, yo, dude, you a prize fighter too, man.
Yep.
You a prize fighter too. You can do that, can't you? You act like you can.
They
Can you do that?
say a whole lot.
Yeah.
Say a
Yeah.
whole.
Can you do that? But yeah, how do you think going forward now, right?
Mhm.
I know you said Spence seems intimidated, man. But man, the fans, man, the people, we deserve this fight, man.
Word is born.
We deserve this fight. Listen, how many years have we put off?
Tuh,
How many years have we actually put off?
for real.
It's like, yo, dude, you gonna fight him now or what, man?
All
You're
right.
gonna
So I got a question. Who is Spence going to fight then?
wow,
You know,
exactly. They already said he can't get the Ugas fight.
that's not no super fight anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a fight, but that's not a super fight.
I was talking to somebody. I don't want to throw them under the bus, but I'm gonna just say off the record. Yeah, they said Earl Spence don't want to fight no more.
Yo, I just told you. I'm checking out his body language, man. You know,
They said he doesn't want to fight.
yo, it could be true, man.
They said he don't want to fight no more. Wow.
Now, look, something that happened in house that done changed him up. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say off the record. They said he don't want to fight no more.
That's crazy.
Car crash, the detached retina.
It's hindering him, huh?
Nah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Language of a fighter that doesn't want to fight no
A world champion.
more. Yeah, he definitely does.
That's
He
crazy.
definitely does, man. How do you see paper weeks? Tank Davis and the Mexican dude.
I Tank gonna destroy that dude, man.
Yeah, he don't want to fight no more. He doesn't want to fight.
Yo,
Man,
you hear me?
and B's like that.
Oh, Jack.
Yeah.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, do the safety.
Service is messing up.
He's a gun on safety. Yeah, I hear you.
Tank is gonna destroy that Cruz dude.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
You know what I said? Tank gonna destroy that dude. I can't hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I can hear you.
Service is going in and out.
Yeah. Things go. Let me see. Hold on. You hear me now? It jammed up Lord of the Rings. Too much when you are cooking. It gets a little. Oh man. All right. I'm back in. Let's get my man in here. Ed, what's going on with you, good brother? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear, man. I don't
Yo,
know what happened. I had Lord of the Rings in here, and the server got discombobulated. But drop your source, man. I'm glad you are with us.
I'm
Can you hear
sorry.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Because I'm already
All
going.
right. Yeah. Go in. You got the
Yo,
floor,
I'm
my brother.
I'm sorry to bring this to your stage, but
Yeah,
last night I was having a conversation with a dude that I've had conversations with before on his podcast, and yo,
yeah,
we went at it.
yeah,
No
yeah,
surprise, surprise.
yeah. Nah, no.
And
Who was it? Who was it? Who was
oh,
it?
you asked me, no doubt. Corey Bradshaw.
Okay, Mr. ILTBA. Okay.
Yo, we went at it. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
he was asking, he was basically saying that Errol Spence was salty,
Yes.
because they were saying how he left the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then he started talking about how Bud knocked out Sean Porter.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I got tight.
Yeah.
I hit him up and I tell him on regards to Errol Spence. I told him, I go, look, I'm gonna give it to you from my point of view. I go, Errol Spence, he wasn't hating on Bud's win. He wasn't hating on Bud's win, but I was like, yo, Bud was fighting a comrade, a guy that he went to war with, which was Sean Porter. I was also
Yeah.
I was also telling him watching the fight live and on TV are two different things. You're not getting the same outlook.
Yeah. When you're in the arena, facts.
Correct. So I
Fact.
told him, from my opinion, Spence was looking at not that good of a fight, not that good of a fight compared to when he fought Sean.
Yeah.
Because the numbers don't lie, because they said it during the fight. They said that T-Bud, he don't throw that many punches. He's a very economical puncher. He's a counter puncher.
Yes.
So now, if the numbers are telling you that, and the numbers also tell you that Errol Spence, and Sean Porter went to war, let me ask you a question. From the viewers' eyes, from the viewers, most of the casuals, which one was a better fight? Which one was a better fight?
Oh, the Spence Porter fight was definitely a better fight. It was more back and forth, more
It was a war.
yeah, more. It was like they was banging.
So
They
now I also told him, I was like, you gotta understand too, Spencer's a dude that he from the hood. He's a hood dude, right?
yeah.
He got up and was like, because you look at him, Spence gets up and goes like this. Yo, what the fuck? Like he's looking at it like, yo, what the fuck is
Yeah, now
that?
he was actually cursing. I got a video. He's cursing. He was cursing and everything. Yeah.
Because he's like, yo, number one, this fight ain't, he's probably like, yo, all right, this fight ain't really all of that. And then all of a sudden, Porter's dad stops it, and he's probably like, yo, what the fuck is that? Yo, I'm out of here,
Yeah.
bro. This is trash.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Would you agree somewhat?
Yeah. No, I feel like the fact that he was on some how you stop the fight type shit, like like that. But I just didn't like how he walked out though, man. To be honest, like it showed weakness. Like, dude, you didn't get knocked out. Fuck it. That's Sean. Like stay there though. You bouncing out like you wanted Sean to win. You feel
Now,
me?
see,
Like why you bouncing? Like fuck it. That's not you.
I
You
didn't see
know?
it. I see that Errol was showing his emotions on his sleeves, like this is the dude, this is T,
Yeah.
the guy that's supposed to beat me.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this too. I felt he was a little salty, man. To be honest, I gotta be honest now. EJ, we got history, but I gotta be honest, man. I felt he was a little salty because here it is, a guy. We always talked about this, Ed. Like this is not your first time on the show. Terrence Crawford gets a lot of slack for his resume for being the guy on quote unquote the other side of the street. Now, here it is. He dropped Sean Porter not once but twice. Earl Spence dropped him, right? In their fight. Earl Spence couldn't finish him off after he dropped him. Porter finished him off. Granted, the father called the fight. but he
but
still finished them off. So
see that
Earl is
that
feeling like, yo, you ain't do that when I fought him.
but my
You feel
brother,
what
see,
I'm saying?
that's what I'm trying. This is what gets me so angry, man. Yo, Bud did not finish him off. Bud did not finish him off. That's what people need to get in their head. Bud did not knock out Sean Porter. You cannot say that.
His father threw in the towel.
There you
Yeah,
go.
his father threw in the
Yeah,
towel.
questionable. It was a questionable move by the father because everybody's talking about it, especially me.
Well, it was gonna be something, man. You feel me?
And
It was
what,
gonna be something.
it was the 11th round, correct?
10th round,
It
10,
was,
10.
it was the 10th round. Now,
Yeah,
now, what I'm trying to tell you is we can't assume. You know what I'm saying? We can't assume that Bud was going to knock him out, or we can't assume
yeah,
that Sean was going to make it to the fight. The only
yeah.
thing we know, the only thing that we know, out of the three scorecards, one dude was smoking crack.
Yeah,
Out of
one dude had him up three rounds. Had
it
Crawford up 3 rounds, and the other two had him up 1 round.
correct. So we could all assume it was a close fight.
Yeah, it was. It was.
And we could also assume a lot of people were saying that Porter was winning that fight.
Yeah, a lot of the what's the unofficial judge scorecards had Porter winning.
Correct. So now, and this is what gets me so angry, man. This is what gets me so, and I'm angry. I haven't been this angry in a long time because
That's
people
why. That's why you're a good fan of
not
boxing. That's
about
good.
want
That's
to
good.
and because and kick a garbage can, because
Yeah.
dude, if you getting up on these social media platforms, man, and you claiming the fight game, don't come out with the fake news, man.
Yeah, I know, man. That's what this YouTube thing is, man. You got to learn to accept that you can't get caught up in it, man. Like you see, somebody sat me down and broke that down to me. That's why I'm trying to change my whole outlook on it. Just do like what I do. You can't get caught up in that because that's what this game is now, man. Fake narratives, fake news sells, man.
But
That's what it's about.
the thing is, man, that's why there needs to be people like you, bro. Because I'm like, I told Correa, I was like, yo, my man, you don't know the difference between a TKO and a KO? There's a
Yeah,
difference. There's a
yeah, it is.
KO and a
It
KO.
is. It is. Like Wilder got KO'd.
Now, I'll give you now. We spoke many of times that we got nothing but love for Mark Breland. Nothing
Yeah,
but love for Mark Breland, right?
yep,
When Mark Breland threw in the towel, right? How many people argue, yo,
yeah,
he shouldn't have stopped it, right or wrong?
yep,
Guess why? Because that was a TKO.
yeah.
So that means that Tyson Fury won on a technicality. And a lot of things, when you win anything on a technicality, there's going to be an argument.
A question. Yeah. Doubt.
Now,
Always. That's a
last
fact.
when Tyson Fury knocked Wilder's ass out, was there any technicality?
Nope.
I was,
No. No. No.
I was Correa. I told Correa, I was like, yo, and I'm sorry to bring another person, but we gotta, yo, listen, man, yo, these dudes need to get called out. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
facts. Facts. They got to. It's only
because
right. It's only right, man.
there's
It's
no
only right.
I go like this to him. I go, there's no argument when there's a man standing on top of you, and he's going like this,
That's a fact.
and then he goes, you
That's
can't
a
argue that.
Nah. You can't. That's a fact.
You could argue throwing in the towel. You could argue this. You know what the crazy thing is, my brother? Let me ask you a question.
I'm listening.
Roberto Duran fought Sugar Ray Leonard, the no mas fight, right?
Yes.
What was the outcome of that fight? What did they label that fight as?
He quit.
But what did
He
they label
quit.
it?
The no mas.
No, what I'm trying
No.
to say, how did Sugar Ray Leonard win? Because
Well, what's the name? Quitting. It was considered
TKO.
a TKO stoppage,
It was
a technical knockout,
there you go.
technical knockout to say the layman term, the right term, a technical knockout.
Right. But now when Tommy Hearns flattened Roberto Duran face first, what was
Yeah,
that?
that was a KO, a knockout savage victory.
Now, when Tommy Hearns knocked out Roberto Duran, argument was there any
No, no,
but
no.
during the during the no Mas fight, are people still arguing to this day?
Oh yeah, yeah. He quit. He didn't train properly. He he got frustrated. Man, it's too many to name, man.
Right. So
It's
that's
too yeah, yeah. He cut 16 pounds in 2 days. Like it's too much. It's just too much, man.
right. So now, like I said, once again, I'm like Correa's over here, yo, but knocked him out. I said, my man, you can't do that to certain.
Nah, he didn't knock him out, man. He beat him, and most likely he was gonna get knocked out, but his father, because it was like what, a minute 30, a minute 40 left.
Correct.
His father threw in the towel. You
Correct.
know.
And another thing is, we've seen Sean Porter get dropped before, and I'll be honest with you, all the time Sean get dropped, they look like flash knockdowns. I've never seen Sean like in La La Land where the birds are tripping.
Yeah. Now you know why I think his father threw in the towel too. When he seen, like, listen, that's his father, right? They have a father-son relationship before anything else. When he seen his son pounding the mat after getting knocked down the second time, Sean was like a little kid to him.
Right.
So he saved his fatherly instincts kicked in, and he saved his son from getting more harm. Because Sean was even like, yo, as a fighter, his mind wasn't in the fight no more. Why are you pounding the mat, my guy? Fuck it, you got dropped. It's all right.
He was
You gotta, yeah, exactly. You're not on point right now, guy. You're
But you
hitting
know
the mat.
You
Get
know
up. Go
you know
ahead. Go ahead.
you know what the funny thing is? That these cats, man, some of these cats, man, they're so stupid they can't even see it. I said, yo, man, if you're getting your ass knocked out into another dimension, you ain't freaking pounding on no mat.
No.
I'm gonna tell you this. Cepeda. Oh man, I can't believe it because I think I'm catching Alzheimer's. Cepeda, when he just knocked out my man up in the
Yeah. Josue Vargas. Yeah.
Yo, did you see
Yeah.
those August pounding?
Yeah. I was right there. I was in the front row. Man.
Yo, dude, was Josue Vargas pounding on the mat out of frustration?
Nah. He was drunk, bro. Yeah. Yeah. He was drunk, bro. He was drunk.
You see
He
that?
was.
And I'm like, yo, and I'm like saying, yo, my man, you have a podcast and you can't decipher that?
Yeah, he was. He got up. He got up. He had 3 right feet, not 2. He had 3 right feet.
Yo, you know that
He almost fell through the ropes, bro. Like, he tried to walk and almost fell through the ropes.
He was giving homage to the hip hop guys, man. He did the Humpty dance, bro.
Yeah, he was hurt, man. He was in bad shape, man. He was in bad shape, man. He was, man.
Now nobody could argue that.
No. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Talking about T-Bud, right? I think I think he is the number 1 welterweight right now in the world.
Yeah.
I think personally, and I'm sorry to say this, man, a lot of people get hurt, a lot of people get offended. Listen, man, it's just the way things are. You know, like Curtis Blow said, these are the breaks.
The breaks, that's right. The breaks.
But don't have that charisma, man. And listen, I'm a fight fan. I'm a huge fight fan. You know what I mean? Bud is the type of fighter that he's never, ever, ever gonna become a superstar. He just doesn't have. He's not a Sugar Ray Leonard. He's not even like a Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? And sorry to say it, you know, we come at a time that, you know, you got to sell yourself. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're crazy. You're crazy." Look, man, if T-Bud was a charismatic fighter, Bob Arum said it. Bob Arum said, "Yo, I don't know what it is, bro. You got to find the way." And a lot of people said that that Bob Arum was racist, that Bob Arum was this. But I even think if he was in PBC,
yeah,
he would be having a hard time because he's
because you know it is like, I'm glad you brought that up. It's the media too, though. He get a lot of the media. They don't support him the same way they support these other fighters. They don't. You get the like. See, my channel, I don't care. I support all the fighters.
right.
You got other channels that they favor one fighter over the other, and they push narratives for one fighter over the other. You know, they don't give everybody the same just due. You feel what I'm saying? Like one guy is more their favorite than the other.
So you don't think that it's true with the way T Bud packages himself? You think that it's just
I think this fight right here, he did a much better job as far as opening up to the YouTube community, the media generally.
now
But
because they
he's just like that's just if you like I said. Remember we was at his fight when he fought Amir Khan. Then I was at the hotel with them. He's a when you are actually around him, his family and the people that he's comfortable around. He's a good dude. He's cool. He's laid back. He's everyday people. But
you
it's
see
just like I said, the media like my platform is only so big, but the platforms that are actually big, like the Ellie's, the Fight Hypes, the Fight Hubs, they don't push the narrative for him in his direction. So he's not like you just said. He's not going to get that crossover, casual
do you
appeal.
do you think that it's his fault? It has something to do with him
Yes and no. Yes and no. You know what I'm saying?
because
It's like,
I'm not gonna
go
lie.
ahead.
T seems like a very soft spoken. Now I'm not gonna say he seems. He is a very soft spoken individual. Even in the way he speaks, he's not a very animated person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's more like he reminds me of like a silent killer. He's that dude in the club. If he was in the club, your boys would tell him, "Yo, don't mess with that dude right there. He don't talk a lot,
yeah,
but he
yeah.
will. It will."
It, it hurts some. Yeah, yeah. It hurts some. Yeah,
And
he's cool. Yo, he's cool, man. It's just like I said, man. With this, especially with the new school media, this whole YouTube media, everybody has a platform. Everybody can talk. He's just not one of everybody's favorite. He's a lot of people's favorite fighting wise, but like as far as like doing interviews and being open and he's not like see guys like Earl Spence that's goofy. You know what I'm saying? When I say goofy, I'm saying like in a cool way. When he's on his Instagram and he's with the rappers and he's doing all they like shit like that. But see, you don't get that from Bud on his Instagram. You won't see Bud with little Boosie or Webby or guys like that. Nah, he's at his kids' wrestling matches. He's going fishing. He might be shooting guns, shit like that. So a lot of the fans feel like he's standoffish because the fans identify with the goofy shit. It is what it is, man. That's what it is.
that's why I'm keeping 100 with you. That's why I love conversating with you because you know you actually me and you could have a debate, and I could be on one side and you could be on another side, right? But
Yeah,
the way that because you're talking facts, you definitely come with facts, and when you come at me, I'm like, oh, okay, all right, okay, I can see that, I definitely can
yeah,
see, and I'm gonna give you, and this is what I mean. Last night they were talking. Kenny Porter was talking about Bud, and he was saying how they were at an amateur show, an amateur tournament, and I don't remember exactly, but they got into it. Kenny and
yeah,
into it, and he said that Bud was coming down the hallway and he was just quiet, but he looked like he wanted that smoke,
yeah, yeah,
like just like bit of like he's just getting to his feelings and it's about to go off, and I think that's the most I've ever seen anybody really talk about like the inner Bud.
yeah,
So I do agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that because I was blaming it on Bud.
yeah,
You saw me. You heard me right now. I was blaming
yeah,
Bud. But then you said, nah, Ed, it's the media. And you know what? You know what? You flipped it on me because now I'm saying, you know what? It's Bob Arum's job to find a way.
yeah,
It's Bob.
yeah. That's
That's
what your promoter's job is, right?
you're right.
To promote you.
You're right.
That
You're
you're a
right.
promoter. You are a promoter.
Maybe because he's a country bumpkin or Midwestern bumpkin, maybe they should show him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because they during the show, ESPN, they called him, and it was crazy because they said something, and I was like, "Yo, that's real catchy." They said he's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, he is. You see how did you watch the lead up to the fight, the weigh in,
Yeah,
and like even the press conference, the final press conference, like that whole he puts that the fight week and when that switch turns on, like you just said, he's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Like after the fight, you see how he was cool, laid back. He was up there dancing with his moms,
yeah,
his sister. Like that's actual good stuff. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? That's what people need to see. They need to see that because people can relate to that. When to dance with your moms and your sisters celebrating.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you feel that Bob Arum, for whatever reason, sided with Lomo, or is it that Lomo just had a better story, or he was just doing Bud wrong?
I'm gonna say this with Lomo and Bud, right? Lomachenko came in the game with so much hype. You feel me? Like the Matrix. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Amateur record of over 400 wins and only 3 losses. So that whole storyline was already there. Then he captures a world title faster than any fighter in history. So the momentum is just it's like a train. It's
Right,
moving and moving.
right.
That's all that was. They just ran with it.
How would you, if you were part of, let's say, Bud's advisor, you're his advisor, you're his, I don't know what the label, media, his media guru. How would you work him?
Me personally, knowing how this game is set up now, I would tell him to get a gimmick. Cause yo, listen, you heard what we was just talking about earlier. Yo, gimmicks sell, right? I would tell him to get a gimmick. Stir up a controversial fake beef, whether it is a real beef or not. Get on your Twitter more. Get on your Instagram, call fighters out, because that's all the stuff that sells. If you think about all the quote unquote big time fighters from Tank Davis to Earl Spence to Ryan
Ali,
Garcia, yo, these guys are Twitter, social media guys. Even Devin Haney, they aren't actually fighting anybody, but they do a lot of tweeting, a lot of back and forth on Instagram, social media. Our boy, amidst the allegations, he was about to get a pay-per-view payday with Tank Davis, all because of social media.
correct, correct, correct.
Rolly.
But
Gimmick sell, man. Gimmick sell.
now, if Tiba says, "Yo, I don't do that,"
Yeah, he
I don't do.
doesn't. That's why it's hurting him. Look, you said it. It's hurting his career. The casuals don't know him because see, everybody can't do that, man. See,
Right.
it's not in everybody. Everybody can't do it, man. You
But
know, everybody can't do it, man. But that's just the age of boxing that we're in now. Roy Jones said it best, man. Roy Jones said in his day and time, social media wasn't that big as it is now, and fighters wasn't calling out fighters that they had no chance of fighting or was never going to fight. But nowadays, that's all that happens.
I'm gonna put it to you, is it that Top Rank didn't want to spend that extra money on him? Because I'm gonna keep
I don't think so. Yo, he gets a nice guaranteed purse, man.
no,
So
I'm
they were
I'm
spending the money, but I'm gonna tell you, you know what else hurt him too? Remember his two pay-per-views prior to this, the Victor Postal and Amir Khan. They didn't do that good.
right, right.
And you know how this game is, E. You know how this game is. It's what have you done for me lately?
But this is what like, you know what? And I was going, and I used to defend, Bob Arum because I just didn't see that. I didn't see it. And yesterday, for the first time, I saw it. I was like, yo, they could actually do something with Bud. When they labeled him Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, when they were like, yo, man, he has a dark side to him. Like, yo, don't mess with this dude. He's just quiet. And I'm like, yo, you could work off of that.
Yeah,
You
they did. Yo, this fight right here, I can't wait to see what the pay-per-view numbers is. Shout out to Soldier, man. CPS Boxing News said most likely the fighters don't need the promoters, because now we have the social media. Yeah, that's what we was just talking about too.
No, no
But
doubt.
they this fight right here, the arena was packed out. See that all that build up, the blood, sweat, and tears. They did an actual good job promoting this fight, man. And
Right.
it showed in the crowd, man. The crowd was thick, man.
Do you think it just being on, because the only way you could get it was through the ESPN app, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
That,
yeah,
do you think that
yeah.
could have hurt the numbers?
I don't. I think it might have helped because was there a UFC fight last night? No UFC, right?
I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't think there was no UFC. And one thing about ESPN is they be having the UFC crowd too with the app shit. So that might have helped it out because a lot of people use the apps, man, the streamings and the ESPN app, man, ESPN Plus, Hula, and all that. So we just gotta wait to see, man.
Do you think that might be the new thing in boxing right now? Going to these streaming apps, like, do you think that the
I don't, yo, I'm gonna say yes and no because then you get a guy, right?
yeah,
Like Canelo just did 800 plus on Showtime pay per view. Then you got the Jake Paul dude, a lot of controversy, but
right,
he's doing actual big pay per view numbers. So I don't know. It's a two-way street, man.
right.
It's a
Now,
two-way street.
jumping back, you know what you just mentioned, the polls, and I want to come to that. But jumping back to Sean Porter, do you
Yeah.
think do you think that Bud Crawford got the very best Sean Porter? The reason why I ask you is Teddy Atlas said every time you go in that ring, a piece of your body.
A little you comes out of you. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
do you think that who fought the better fighter? Who fought the best of the best?
I'm gonna
Was
tell you this. I'm glad you brought that up. Excellent question. So and now I get to really dissect it and say something, and I can say this, and people can't say that I'm hating or I'm being biased. Earl Spence, when he fought Sean Porter, right? He fought Sean Porter's fight. He wanted to prove that he can fight and beat Sean Porter at his own style. Terrence Crawford, chess player, mathematician, made adjustments. Sean Porter tried to make him fight that style, but Bud Crawford, being technically sound, mathematician, made the adjustments and kept on his game plan, fighting his style. That's the only thing I think was the difference because they had mixes up, like on the Earl Spence, Sean Porter type tip, but Bud Crawford was not staying on that level with him. Bud Crawford stick to his script, made his adjustments, and made Sean fight the fight that he wanted to fight. Whereas Earl Spence was like, "Fuck it," like you said, "I'm a hood nigga. I'm a dog. I'm gonna beat you at your own style."
correct.
That's the only difference, I feel.
Do you feel that the Spence Bud fight is actually going to happen?
Man, that's tough, man. That's tough. It needs to happen. I'm gonna
And
say that it needs to happen more than once.
and if it happens to the diehards like you, like me, because even if the fight happens before the fight, this is what I'm going to say because I'm a diehard, I'm a fiend. Before
Yeah.
the I'm gonna say, regardless of what happens, before that bell rings, I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, and I'm telling you, a lot of people may disagree with me. I'm gonna say before that bell rings, T Bud is not, and I repeat, I stand on my words, T Bud is not going to get the best Errol Spence
Yeah. I'm
because
glad you said that.
of
Thank you. Finish. Go ahead.
because of the accident. And I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes. I'm glad you said that. And this is a reason why I don't want to see the fight.
Wow,
Because
that's deep.
this is the reason why I don't want to see the fight because 3 years ago, we are going into 2022. In 2018, 2017, they met up in Oklahoma. Before Earl Spence fought Sean Porter, they could have fought then, man. It was before the accident, before this eye injury, before so many stuff that happened to Earl outside of the ring. So now I just feel if they fight now and the outcome does not go in Earl Spence's way, just like what you just said, that asterisk is always going to be over the fight, the injuries, the car accidents. That's why me personally, as a purist,
Thank
raw, raw puree from the source,
right.
I do not want to see the fight because it's like, yeah, everybody's saying, "Oh, Earl is Mr. Bionic. He's the Bionic Man." You just said it yourself. Fighting in the ring takes a lot out of you. So, what does a near-death car accident take out of you?
Correct.
What does a retina injury that people don't sometimes come back from
Correct.
take out of you? That's why, as a purist myself, I don't want to see the fight. But for the fans, I would love to see the fight because they've been waiting for this fight for how many years?
8 years at least.
Yeah, yeah,
Now,
yeah.
now I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yes, go
You're.
ahead.
I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter.
Yes,
Let's say I'm Errol Spence. I'm the top dog before the accident. I'm the top dog, and here comes Bud, 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 Bud. You know what I'm saying? And you're my manager. You could go about it either two ways. You could either say fight him or don't fight him.
yes.
What would you say as a manager of Errol Spence before the accident? Would you say fight him or don't fight him?
Before the accident, man, I'm telling them to fight him. If I'm your manager and I know you are the best, you have the same confidence as I that nobody can beat you. We are going to get him out of the way and continue on marching. We're going to continue on marching.
Okay. So now let's flip it because now we're gonna go on a debate. Now let's say I'm not the fighter. Let's say person A is the fight. Let's say it's Errol Spence, but
Okay.
he has co-managers now. You're his manager and I'm his manager, and you're saying, "Yo, let's go with the fight." Pull you to the side, and I said, "Nah, man, we can't do that fight." First thing's gonna come out of your mouth is why or why, and I'm gonna say to you, the reason why we can't do that fight is because number one, in every single fight, there's always a possibility that you can lose. Always a possibility that you could lose. At the end of the day, you want to get the most bang for your buck. You want to get the most money for Errol. And I just feel for the what's the I'm the terminology reward
High risk, low reward. High
they
risk.
and
Yes.
I don't feel that that T Bud at that time when Errol Spence was on top, when Errol Spence was like on top of the world, top dog, I just don't feel that T-Bug commanded. That's why Errol always said, I want 60-40. I want
Yes.
60-40. When at the end of the day, when you talk about skills, it's a 50-50. If you talk about skills, it's a 50-50 fight, correct?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah. Go
Errol
ahead.
Errol was top dog. Errol was top dog. He had all that momentum. He had everybody behind him. That's why he was like, yo, 60-40, bro. Get out of here. You getting crumbs. I'm the one pushing this. I'm the one that everybody knows.
Yeah. You right. But I'm gonna say this. Earl Spence's ego and his head was too big because he was doing what, 350 pay-per-views? That's not real big numbers now.
No,
We see what Canelo just did.
no.
But at the time, well, like I said, with the media, like I said, the media really destroyed the fights. You know why? Because the media, the YouTube media especially, had Earl Spence thinking he was bigger than what he was.
I agree with you.
Thinking he was bigger than what he was, and it goes to show you. I'm gonna use these two gentlemen as the prime example. They fought 3 times, Tyson Fury and Wilder, making so much money.
Correct.
The first fight was hot. The second fight was even hotter, and the third trilogy, forget about it. That could have been Earl Spence and Bud, even though one fighter felt he was bigger than the other. I'm pretty sure people would have wanted to see that ran back because they still to this day they both were undefeated. Bud came up in weight. Bud captured a world title in what? His third division.
Okay.
Third division, former undisputed at a division this under. They would have wanted to see that ran back, whether he won or Earl Spence won. And I'm pretty sure they would have had rematch clauses. So we probably might have got a trilogy out of that fight.
But you know
But
what
it never happened.
but you know what I feel? Another thing, Errol has the same type of character that Bud has. He's another person who's very quiet. He's a very low key person. Like you, because of the social media, we see him hanging out with rappers, and we know that he's in the club. But once those media lights are shining on him, he's not the type of person that could sell a fight. He can't grab that mic like a Deontay Wilder. Listen,
Uh,
I'm not a fan. Listen, I'm a boxing fan. I don't like the way Wilder carries himself, but at the end of the day, you know what? That man is a genius because he knows how to sell the fight.
yeah.
Because in this boxing game, you either want them to love you
Or hate you.
or hate you, and the real money
Right.
is them
It's
hating
when
you.
they hate you. When they hate you. When they want to come see you lose. Come see
Right,
you get beat up. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. That's a
And
fact.
I'm honestly, and I got to give homage to him. I got to give homage to him. I know that there's people that have probably had that blueprint before, but the person that showed us that blueprint that I can remember was Hector Camacho. That's why
Oh yeah. Macho time.
yeah,
Macho time. Yeah.
when
Macho time.
yeah
Yeah.
when he passed
That
away.
character. The cat yo, he had yo, listen, he was the flamboyant character. They hated him.
Correct,
Yeah, they hated him. They
correct.
wanted they wanted to see somebody knock his dancing ass out. You feel me?
And
Macho time. Yeah, they hated him.
yeah,
Yeah, he got listen, after he lost and got beat up, he gained even more fans.
correct, correct. He was the number one villain, and Floyd
Yeah,
Mayweather the best. Floyd
yeah,
Mayweather said it. He goes, "I learned
yeah,
so much from Hector Camacho. I took his blueprint."
yeah. Macho time. That's a fact. Macho time.
Um,
Rest in
but,
peace to the legend,
uh,
man.
he changed. He really changed the game. He
Yeah.
game. People that changed the game, you have to give it to Ali. Uh,
Yes, another game changer.
uh,
Yes,
Hector Camacho is definitely a game changer, and Floyd. Floyd,
yes.
huge, huge
Yeah.
game.
Floyd, like you just said, Floyd was such a huge game changer. He got the game fucked up right now
Oh yeah,
because everybody
everybody.
tries to do the Floyd blueprint. You can't, man. Listen, like you just said, Ali, Hector, Floyd. Somebody got to beat them now. That's the only way it's going to change. You
Correct.
can't listen. You gotta take what they did, add a little something to it, and be the next you. But like I said, hey, what do I know, man? Too many
Yes.
people want to be Floyd, man.
You know what's
That's
crazy?
why if the game is not changing.
You know what's crazy? I was talking to somebody, and I was talking to somebody, man, and I was getting ready to say it, man. We talk about game changers. I was getting
Yeah.
ready. You know what I was getting ready to say? But what do I know? And I had to
Yeah.
stop myself.
Like you said, everybody says it. Even Bud Crawford says it now. But hey, what do I know?
But
What do I know?
they don't say it like you do. You know what
Now you gotta say shout out to my old head. I get that from my old head from the gym, because that's what the old school trainers used to say when they would try to tell fighters, "Oh, that's pretty. Look at my daughter. She did her gingerbread house."
bless, bless man.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, thank you.
That was
Yes, but that's what the old head trainers used to say when they would tell fighters certain stuff in the gym, and a fighter would brush them off and not pay attention. That's what it stuck with me. They would say, "All right, you can listen to me, but hey, what do I know?" You know what I'm saying?
um another thing that I wanted to bring up because they brought it up on the ESPN they brought it up on the ESPN show, and a lot of people were talking about it. They were talking about Bud versus Josh Taylor, and I'm gonna give you
Yeah,
my opinion.
go ahead.
Tell me what you feel. I feel that Bud Crawford will make more money. This is my opinion now. Fighting Josh Taylor instead of Errol Spence.
Yes, I agree. I'm not going. Listen, I don't like to get into that, man, because that's what's fucking the game up. That's what had Earl not fighting him. But you are, as now we got to talk like business managers. Now I am Schloman and Schloman. As Schloman, as Schloman and Schloman, I'm going with that. Josh Taylor has a whole continent behind him.
Correct.
I am going with the money. I gotta go with the money. As Schloman is Schloman. I'm going with the money. Earl, we'll see you in a year or two. All right. You're not going nowhere. Get the brothers off the block. We'll see you in a year or two. I'm going over there to cross the pond over there to Ireland, and I'm getting with the gents. You
So
know.
what? So what? So what the hell is T-Bud's problem?
Well, it is what it is, man. That's the game, man. At the end of the day. Oh wow, Coach Reen, that's pretty. Wow. When are you gonna eat it?
I want to eat it.
I know you want to eat it right now. You can't eat it now. Let us sit up.
Not to eat now.
Okay.
I'm gonna save it for school.
Okay. Good. Great. Yeah. Go ahead, A.
So then I don't understand why is T-Bud still talking about Errol Spence?
I don't know. He might be playing the game now, man. He might be
Because
playing the game. He
he
might.
used
Yeah, he might go after Josh Taylor. You got to remember, like, see, you're a very mindful dude too. Josh Taylor was at the fight,
yeah.
leading up to the fight. That's what a lot of the build-up was.
Now, if you're gonna sell the fight, I just feel that just knowing that Bud was undisputed at 140, right?
Yeah.
Josh was undisputed at 140.
Current 140 undisputed champion right now. Yeah.
That's a big on paper.
Oh man, I would listen, man. No knock on Earl, man. I would go for Josh Taylor. Earl's not going nowhere. Earl didn't want to fight you. Play the game now. That's why I said, as Schloman and Schloman, as the Schloman and Schloman advisor, I would say, hey, Terrence, let's talk. We have Earl over there. Earl is over there in Dallas on the block. The block's not going nowhere.
Right.
But this guy Josh, man, he's hot. He has a whole country behind him. We can go over there. We can get some of these euros.
Yo, he's a pretty looking dude with blue eyes. That sells.
And not for nothing, we got to throw the race card in there.
Oh,
What's gonna sell? Two jigaboos, two good jigaboos that's gonna get in there and dance, or the Great White Hype against you. What's gonna do better?
I'll give you something else. Till that time, till that fight, right?
Yeah,
Holmes already had all the accolades.
that's a
But
fact.
till that time, Larry Holmes' biggest purse was against who?
Jerry Cooney.
Thank you.
Jerry Cooney.
Thank you.
Listen, man, Jerry Cooney. That's why I listen, man. Bud Crawford, I know you are going to watch this. Shout out to your peoples, your sisters, Stone Bone Boxing. Go for Josh Taylor, man.
Hell yeah.
Go for Josh Taylor, man.
Taylor is he a big 140?
Yeah, let's go for Josh Taylor. But I always got to say this in confidence. But hey, what do I know? Go for Josh Taylor, man.
Listen,
Earl Spence ain't going nowhere, man. Let Earl Spence go get a tune-up. Let him maybe get Ugas. Go do what he wants to do. Remember, they on that side of the street, man. Remember, we got to play the game now.
hey,
Remember,
listen,
they over there, man. Let them stay on that side of the street. You fought somebody over there.
I'll put it to you like this: when Errol Spence had the kingdom, he didn't want to let Bud come in.
No.
So guess what? Right now, Bud has the kingdom, and he should punish him, like they say.
Yeah, well, yeah, he had the kingdom. He didn't want to come from behind the wall.
Correct.
He wanted to stand up on the wall and say, nah, 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 nah. Look at me. Nah, 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 nah. Yeah, he was behind the wall. Yo, bud, you play the game now. Play the game, bud. Do the same thing.
Yo, I could listen, man. That fight would be insane.
Whoa.
Taylor versus.
What? I'm telling you, if he don't take it, you know who's going to take it. I'm telling you, they're in the cut. They are very smart and cunning. Teofimo Lopez.
Teofimo, yeah.
Bud Crawford, you better jump on it. Teofimo Lopez is in the cut like a real shark. He's in that water like, nah, 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 nah. He's waiting to see. If Bud doesn't take it, I guarantee you, if Teofimo gets past George Cambosa next Saturday at the Hula Theater, he'll be trying to get that.
Are you going to be there?
Oh, yes.
You'll be there.
Yes. You
Okay.
know me.
I'm going to try to.
I'll be in the building. You know me. Listen, I have the last fight I went to was Jahad Tucker's fight at the Hula Theater.
Okay.
We haven't had no events, man. I
Correct.
got to, man. You know, we was at all of the fights, man. I got to, man.
I gotta ask you a big question now
Yes.
in regards to Mr. Tucker. It's a tough question. Right now, if you had to change anything on Mr. Tucker, what would it be?
Anything, anything right now?
I'm not talking about training. I'm not talking about training. I'm not talking about training because that's just a whole different animal. I'm talking about right now, media. I'm talking about him in the spotlight.
He's 18. I don't know, man. I would tell him, right. Being that he's 18, right? He's young, man. He's still a baby, man. I would tell him, have fun outside of boxing,
Mhm.
because you're 18, man. And the second you're not gonna be a teenager no more, man. Like
Correct.
even though like he's this is year 2 for him, man. He's a professional prize fighter, year 2 fighting on TV. I would tell him, man, be a kid, man, because in the second you're gonna be 20, 21. You're not gonna have those years, man. Be a kid, man. Do
Mhm.
stuff that teenagers, get to do. You feel me?
Right.
That's what I would tell him.
Now, you know how they say, your man, my man.
I'm on the podcast. Yeah, go ahead.
You know how they say, your man is my man?
Yeah,
If he's your brother, then he becomes my brother.
yeah, yeah,
So I'm gonna say the same thing when it comes to Mr. Tucker.
yeah,
But also, I'm a consumer, and I think we've spoken about that a lot of times. I'm a consumer.
yeah,
What I would want to see, and I'm talking about, that's your brother. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take it as he was my brother. I want to see that young man, excel to the highest level, just because of that bond that you have with him.
yes,
You said it best. You said it best. Find that thing. Find it. Go look for it. Whether you got to study it, sit down and find what you said. Find that gimmick. Find that thing that makes you you, that makes you different than everybody else.
yes,
And I'm talking as a consumer now. No disrespect to nobody. Everybody's wearing because Floyd was the first one to do it with the fur on the side. The fur.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That number one, that's got to go.
yeah.
I don't want to see that shit.
Nah,
Coming from a consumer, and the reason why I'm talking like that, because I'm saying everybody's wearing that. All these young bucks are wearing it. What's his name? Boots Ennis wears that. All these young bucks, you see the fur on the side, and Floyd was the one who brought that to the stage. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I don't want to see that, and I don't
yeah,
mean I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm talking as a consumer, and me and you had this conversation before, and I
yeah,
remember you told me, and you said, "Yo, Ed, but you know what? You got to understand, we're old heads, and this is
yeah.
a new generation.
New generation.
They want to do things like they want to do it.
Facts.
You got to find that, and I'll give it to you. What's Teofimo Lopez's number one gimmick? It was that
Uh,
flip, that flip.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The backflip. Hell yeah. That's big. That's big.
Javante Davis did it from the top turnbuckle like he was a wrestler.
Yeah, he did the Jimmy Fly Snooker. He did the Jimmy Fly Snooker.
And
That's a fact.
I'm not telling Mr. Tucker to do that because I don't want him to break his neck and blame that shit on me.
You know what he actually did, and it trended. Remember when he fought in the bubble? But see, it was in the bubble when he went over to the turnbuckle after he knocked the dude out with the liver shot, and he said, "Hi Snapchat, hi Instagram." Yeah, that went viral.
Right.
That went viral. That went viral. But see, that's his era. They love that. Like that's why I say he'll be all right because he's coming up in the age in boxing where he has it. He knows better, man. That's why you got to sit back and let him be him because
Right.
he knows his. Now I got to get Shloman and Shloman.
Right.
He knows his demographic. Like you said, Ed, we're some dinosaurs, man.
Right.
We could tell you about the Cool Hercs and the Cool Modis, but
Yep.
these younger guys, they know about their demographic.
Right.
So all we can do is just try to, encourage them, tell them, I don't know about that path. If you go that path, you might run into a sticker bush.
Right.
But that's about it, man. You gotta let them walk.
Right. Like
You know?
I'll give you I kind of liked it, but I didn't like it. And you know, when they said that Sean Porter was gonna pay homage to Marvin Hagler
Yeah.
with his robe, I was like, yo, that's cool, man, that's cool. And then I saw the robe, and I'm like, Hagler would have never wore that. What the fuck are you talking? What are we talking about? That
Yeah.
he added his own spice to it. And what I'm trying to say is, when you're trying to pay homage to an old school dude, and you say, oh, I'm gonna come out how he came out, you got to follow that
Yeah.
to the T. When it comes to the new generation, this is what I mean.
Yeah.
You have to study. And the only fighter that I remember from my time that really was a scientist who really was a master of studying the game was Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I think it wasn't either was Danny Jacobs. One of his co-managers was Danny Jacobs, which was the real old one he couldn't get along with. I forgot the name. Was it Danny Jacobs?
Oh, Mike Tyson. Nah, you talking about it is Jacob something. His last name is Jacob. Daniel Jacobs.
So, but then there
It's
was a
something Jacobs, yeah. It is. It's something Jacobs. Remember he had Shelly Finkel and the Jacobs dude. You're right.
but one of them had the most fight films. They had all the fight films of back in the days, and Mike Tyson would go and watch all the films. That's why
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the
custom model. Custom model.
yeah,
Custom model had the vote. The
and
fight vote.
and you know he would say after some of his fights, yo, I'm like Ernie Shavers, I'm like this,
Yeah, Jack Johnson, yeah.
Dempsey,
Jack Dempsey, yep. Facts.
and I'm
That's a
gonna tell you
fact.
now, flipping it real quick,
Yeah.
but to tell you how this this new generation, and I'm not knocking them, I'm not trying to knock them, I'm just saying I'm a consumer, I'm talking like a consumer right now. Somebody went up to Kobe Bryant, and I don't remember the person's name. Um, Somebody went up to Kobe Bryant, and there was an actual basketball player that sued the NBA because
Yeah.
a player from back in the days. He sued the NBA. All these basketball players make mega millions, right?
Facts.
So
Facts.
ask Kobe Bryant, yo, do you know who that is? Kobe Bryant was like, nah, I don't even know what the hell you talking about.
Yeah.
And the person that interviewed him was like, yo, you need to study your history.
Yeah.
Free agency, that's what it is. There
That's
was a
like that's your man Kurt Floyd. Kurt Floyd did it in baseball. I know I think Kurt Floyd is his name in baseball did it. I
correct.
don't know I don't know who did it in basketball.
Right. But if you figure, look, you said it best. You said Kurt Floyd. I guarantee you, some of these guys in the majors right now, these young bucks, they're like, "Yo, who's Kurt Floyd?" But I don't know. And we're talking
Nah,
about the reason why you're making millions is because of this
tough.
dude. So
Yeah.
basically, these young bucks, man, you got to sit down, man, and you got to look at your history, man. You got to look at the greats.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're talking about combat sport, and combat sport is one of those things that you always have to learn and you always have to evolve because you always have to better your craft. And
Yeah.
the only way you can do that is by studying.
That's it. You gotta know your history in order to further your future.
Correct.
You
So
know?
me as a consumer, I would tell any young fighter, like if you want my money, if you want me to follow you, first thing you got to do is you got to be different.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of seeing these young bucks with the same narrative. And
That's it, man.
you said it best. You said, yo, Ed, yo, E, you got to understand, Mike Tyson was Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you said it, you broke it down to me. You were like, yo, these kids are gonna do things the way they do it.
Yeah.
That's what makes the old school and the new school the new school.
Old school, yeah.
But I tell all these young fighters, man, me as a consumer, when I hear, like, let's say if I would hear a young fighter say, yeah, man, you know what, when it comes to my defense, man, we're talking about Joey Pett, we're talking about Pernell Whitaker. I'm like, oh, damn. Wow. This young buck is really trying to study his craft. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
he knows his stuff.
Yeah, he knows his stuff. And I'm not talking about, because listen, man, everybody knows in the fight game, you make most of your money from the casuals. That's how you're making your big dollars.
Yeah, yeah. The people that don't really know shit, yeah.
Because
That's just going to the fights and It's an
Right.
event. It's an event.
Because me and you, we're always gonna be there.
Mm.
We're
Yeah.
at the fights. We're always gonna be at the fights. That's not what's gonna make fighters their money.
Mm.
Now, it's the same thing as hip hop. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yo, if you want to be underground, you're only gonna go so far. But once you go mainstream,
Commercial. Yeah. Commercial. Yeah.
that's where the money's at.
Yeah.
That's where
Oh,
the money's at. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? These
That's a
these
fact.
these young bucks, man, they gotta come with something new, man. Because I remember when we're talking about a person that changed the game, like nobody changed the game. And I'm being honest, the fight game, as much as Mike Tyson. When Mike Tyson
Oh
came,
nah, he was just different, man.
yeah,
Yeah, and you got to remember too with Mike, he was a heavyweight. And so goes the sport with the heavyweights, man. He
and
was a he was a heavyweight, man.
yes, he was a heavyweight. But you know what? Floyd found a way.
Oh yeah, Floyd opened it up for the little guys.
Yeah, Floyd found a
The
way.
little, yeah, the little guys. They was big, but they was never carrying the sport. Floyd, I can honestly say, Floyd carried the sport.
Correct, correct.
He
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 carried it.
carried it. He carried it.
He found something.
And you know what's crazy? I know I'm gonna get backlash from this from the Mayweather people and them over there. He doesn't know how to let it go. He's still trying to carry it. That's why the fight game is somewhat struggling because especially Mayweather Promotions is somewhat struggling because you have him. He's still like I got to quote Suge Knight wants to be all in the videos,
Right.
all in the interviews,
Yeah.
all on the TV,
Yes.
all in the exhibitions. Like no man, you had your day in the sun.
So you actually think that he's hurting Tank?
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. Without a doubt, man. The dude is 26 years old now. Remember, he beat Petraza when he was 21, right? 21, 22, young.
Right.
Yo, 5 years has went by. Tiafimo is the undisputed champion. That should have been Tank Davis, man. Many moons ago, man.
Okay. Okay.
Many moons ago, man. But yo, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait before he fights Lomachenko. You waited so long that Teofimo Lopez came off and knocked him off.
What do you think is Tank's big defining fight? What do you think is going to be his big first huge step? Who's that?
Yeah, hopefully it's either Teofimo, because Teofimo is the big head honcho right now, belt wise.
Okay.
That could be it for him. It's not going to be Devin Haney.
No.
No, it's not going to be Ryan Garcia because they don't have the hardware yet. They might have like the social media, smoke and mirrors thing going. They might have like Ryan Garcia, another one big on social media, but the actual hardware Tiafimo has, and now Tiafimo has the actual endorsement because I don't know if you've seen it. Now he got Bud Light behind him, man.
Okay. Okay.
So that's a big step, man.
When does that fight happen?
Next Saturday, Saturday
No,
27th.
between Tiafimo and
Yo, hopefully next because I don't know if you've seen Bob Aaron was talking that if both of them get past their opponents, Tiafimo Saturday and Tank the next Sunday, that they could possibly set something up for 2022 with them
how,
too.
how much of a threat is Cambosis to Tiafimo?
Yo, man, listen, he's a big threat. He's a dark horse. He's a dark horse. It goes to Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson.
Okay.
You
So
know what I'm saying? Yo, Buster Douglas was a mandatory. Remember that?
right.
And we all seen what happened with that.
Right.
It usually is the guys like that, the mandatories that nobody expects, that are just supposed to be the payday.
Right.
And you gotta think about this too, Ed. We are boxing enthusiasts. Tiafimo is a young fighter who has been out the ring for over a year.
Correct.
He last fought Lomachenko in October. We are going into November, the end of November, almost December. That is a long time for inactivity for any fighter, yet alone a young fighter with not that many fights.
Okay. Okay. So he has his hands full with Cambosis.
I wouldn't take him lightly, man. No, I would not take. I will be training and taking this fight, this Cambosa fight, going into that fight next Saturday night, like I was fighting Lomachenko all over again.
And you're saying that after Cambosis, it should be him and Tank.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, without a doubt. If we are going after the star power, big fights now, 2022, big money fights, that's the fight.
Who do you give the edge to that fight?
Man, I like Tank. I like Tio, man. I say this, man. Tank has that equalizer, man.
Right.
Yeah, that you can and he shows he carries the power, man.
Correct.
From 1 to 12, man.
Correct.
And all it takes is one, man.
Can
But
we,
I like Tio though. Tio could fight, man.
can we
I would like to just see that fight.
can we say that Tank has a real good chin?
We haven't seen it tested.
Okay.
We haven't really seen it tested because, like I said, I'm gonna quote Gary Russell, man. They moved that dude like a fragile Amazon package, man.
Okay.
We haven't really seen him face adversity, man. We haven't.
Speaking of
Gary,
Gary, speaking
go
of
ahead.
Gary, we're talking about, and a lot of people may not know this. We're talking about a champion who right now has had the belt longer than any person.
Anybody, yeah.
What is the deal with Gary Russell?
Yeah, he just got called up by Chris Colbert, man. I don't know if Chris Colbert is doing that to promote his fight, but he just called Gary Russell out, man.
I'm gonna give you my personal opinion.
Go ahead.
That's insulting.
I did a video on it. I try to keep it unbiased, man. I did a video on it, man.
That's very insulting, and it's sad.
Yeah.
Somebody like Gary Russell,
Yeah. Yeah, he said he would easily beat Gary, yo. Easily.
He shouldn't even. And I like Colbert, I like him a lot, but I don't think they're yet to call Gary Russell out yet. I don't.
Oh man. That's see, I'm glad you just said that. We was just that's boxing now, man. Guys do it all the time with social media and the ability to just jump on any platform, be interviewed, and just say whatever.
Right. But the thing is, this is the thing. Everybody does it. All these dudes are doing it. But the reason is I know why Chris is doing it. You know why Chris is doing it.
Yeah.
Gary Russell has been blackballed. He's been blackballed. They're not giving him the fight. The fact, I don't remember why he was blackballed. I don't know if you said it or if I heard it somewhere else.
Remember he called he talked shit about Floyd Mayweather. Remember he said
that's what it was.
He said Floyd Mayweather was a pussy.
Correct.
Money Mayweather was a pussy. He's a bitch.
Right. So now he's blackballed. And to me, it's like, and I like Chris Colbert. I really do. I like him. He's from Brooklyn. He's from New York. Home. But it's sad when a fighter gets blackballed. He can't even fight. The only way he can stand up for himself is by saying, "Yo, Chris, you can't mess with me." But at the end of the day, he's so blackballed he can't even say, "All right, yo, let's get the contract. Let's do this."
Let's do it. Yeah.
So my question is, what's gonna happen with Gary?
He's an older fighter. They are trying to wait him out till he loses a step or two, and that'll be that. You feel me? Then they put one of them young bucks in there, and hopefully the young buck can knock him off.
So basically, you're telling me that Gary Russell is doing a bid right now. He's doing a sentence because he pissed somebody.
Yeah, that's it.
And
he's in the hole right now. They got him in solitaire.
So he's never money.
They're trying to break him.
He's never gonna make any money. You're telling me?
They're trying to break him. Not as long as he's under contract over there. I don't think so.
Okay, now how long is it going to take for him to get out of that contract?
I don't know, man. I hate to say it, man. Doing a deal with Al Heyman is like doing a deal with the devil.
Are his brothers in that same contract, in that same type
Yeah,
of?
they're signed. I know they're PBC fighters, but they also have other management. Because quote unquote, Al Heyman is a manager, advisor. He's not a promoter.
Okay, okay.
You
All right.
know, he's a manager.
So right now,
Yeah,
Gary.
see, see, I had to go like this. He's a manager.
So Gary Russell's career is in limbo right now.
Yeah, man. It's not. Come on. He fights once a year. This is another long layover. Nobody wants to fight him. Like, who? Yo, I never seen this in the history of boxing. A person that has a title and a green belt. That's the one of the most prestigious title. They can't get nobody to fight them for it.
But the thing is, you know what? You know why? I wouldn't want to fight Gary Russell. I wouldn't want to fight him. Number one, I'm not getting
Yo,
I'm not
go
getting,
ahead.
I'm not getting no money, right?
Yeah,
The guy has, if not the fastest hands in the game, top 2, top 3 fastest hands in the game, right?
yeah,
Let's talk about his chin. Still to this day,
yeah.
nobody
Granite,
been able to run.
Granite. Yeah, yeah. And you know what's crazy? The dude he just beat, he beat Martinez on, I think, on a Wilder undercard. You know that dude just won the IBF title in that division.
You know
On
who
that I think that was the what fight was that? That was just the fight that just passed. Over there in Ireland. Not Ireland, in Europe on the zone. The dude Martinez beat Kid Gallagher. He's the
Oh,
IBF champion now.
upset.
Gary, yeah. Gary mopped the floor with him, man.
Right.
That was remember he was Gary's mandatory maybe 2-3 years ago. Now he's the champion, yo. And
Bro,
Gary been trying to get a unification fight with Josh Warrington and all those guys over there forever. Oscar Valdez, Leo Santa Cruz. Never happened.
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Gary Russell reminds me, and some people, some people may be like, "Yo, stop it." But I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Gary Russell reminds me of Major Taylor.
Mm.
He reminds me of Major Taylor. Those hands is just
Yeah,
insane.
Melvin Taylor was special. He never recovered from that. The
Chavez,
stoppage against Chavez. Yeah.
we're talking about a
Yeah.
special fight, and
Well,
Gary. You know Gary very well. Tell him from a consumer. I call myself a consumer. That we wish him nothing but the best, and and I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I feel bad. The man has a craft. He has
yeah, man.
not able to put it on a platform.
Yeah.
Um, and,
Yeah,
and, and
his younger brother's fighting this Saturday too. He's
yeah,
fighting on that the Cool Boy Steph undercard in Vegas. Because
okay.
Cool Boy Steph is fighting Figueroa.
It's 3 brothers, right? Correct. 3 of the
Yeah. Antoine, Antonio, and Gary. They all named Gary, but
Yeah.
Antonio, Antoine, and
Yes.
little Gary. But all of them are named Gary.
One of them is one of them at 154 or
Now
147?
140. Antoine. Polo's
And
at 140, and Antonio is at 118.
okay.
And
Um,
Antonio was fighting uh Saturday on the 27th in a WBA eliminator at
question:
118.
Where can a consumer get one of those fly hats that you got?
Oh, yo, hit me up, yo, right here. Hit me up on IG. We do the shipping. We got you know me, man. I'm a businessman. I got them, man. I
Okay.
will do priority shipping, all that, man.
So then
Definitely, man.
I gotta hit you up on IG.
Yeah. IG or are you on Facebook too, man? Or
Yeah, I'm
no?
on Facebook.
Yeah, hit me up on Facebook, man. Anything. You know what I'm saying? Hit the Cash App up. I'll mail them out to you. Yeah.
Okay. Now let me. Do you think I'll get the hats before Saturday?
Of course.
You think it's better, or do you think it's better? See, I don't want to put you in a situation because I know you're going to be working, or because I am 90% sure that I'm going to the
you know how we do. I'll bring it to the fight. I'll
okay,
bring it to the fights. Yeah.
no doubt. But the thing is, I want that hat because I'm 90% sure that I'm going, and I want to rock
Yeah.
my.
Yeah, yeah, no, I got you. I definitely got you. You know me, man. You know
And
me. And this is the man right here that had I used to get a lot of people thought that was my hat. Nah. This is the man that created the Pat Day hats right here. Rest in peace to Patrick Day, the Haitian sensation. You know the
always
vibes, man.
listen. You know, I'm getting ready
Pe-
to
pe-
go now. But
People love that hat, man. My Patrick Day hat,
I,
man.
I got another one for you if you want one. As a matter of
Oh yeah,
fact,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna get
yeah.
you a shirt. I got a T-shirt for you
Okay, cool,
that
cool. You
I
know,
made him.
I always hold Patrick down, man. That was my guy, Haitian sensation, man.
I'm just gonna tell you, man. If I'm talking as a consumer now, because I'm a consumer. As a consumer, man, I big up to you because listen, man. Like I said, man, I was talking to Corey yesterday, man, and you know what, man. Some of these dudes are straight up bozos, man. And I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah, I know. When
They,
I
they,
get on they bumpers, yo, my advisors and the people that be advising me, they tell me not to do that no more. They tell me just to
they
stay
be
positive
trying to play
and
you like seven
and
Ebro, not
yeah.
Ebro. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Like
it's
me,
jealous. Yo, it's jealousy, bro. You feel me? Like
me
when
and you
when you, go
debates,
ahead.
many debates, and I don't have a problem debating with somebody. But if you're
Yeah,
gonna, you know what I'm saying, come at me in a way where I can stop,
yeah,
listen, compute, and maybe say, you know what, you're right.
yeah.
And I'm sorry to the casuals. The casuals are gonna say, "Hey, Bud knocked out Sean Porter. Bud knocked him out." To the
Yeah.
diehard connoisseurs, he ain't knock him out.
Nah.
That
It's
was a
for
technical.
yeah, it's for to stop the fight, man.
Thank you, and it was a questionable stoppage.
Yeah, he stopped the fight,
It was
man.
it was a questionable stoppage, and
You
and
know.
and you know, what? Sean Porter deserves that. Sean
Yeah.
Porter deserves for the people that know the fight game to call it how it is.
Yeah.
Yo, he didn't. Yo, T Bud, and hey, listen, I'm gonna keep it. T Bud did not mop the floor with him. Did not. T
Mm-mm.
Bud, he could have. Maybe it would have happened.
Nah, I wish, but nah, and like, see that's the selfishness in us as consumers. You know, boxing people that watch the fight. You want to see him get hurt and pummeled, but as a father, you got to understand where he was coming from. Like, why should I let my son? And they knew this was his last fight. Go out like that. Get
But
get destroyed. Get destroyed.
now, do you think because they said it on ESPN? Do you think that his father talked all that stuff to save Sean? Like he's saying, like making like I guess I don't want to use that word because Sean is such a noble fighter. Was making excuses for him. He said, "Oh, he didn't train." Blah 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 blah. Like trying to
Nah,
save.
yo, at the end of the day, that's his job. He's the coach. He said what he had to say. But see, now if he wasn't Sean's father, I don't think he would get that much backlash. Because what he see, everybody's viewing him as his father. He's his coach too. As
Right.
a coach, he said what a coach is supposed to say. He was not listening. He wasn't going with the game plan. That's what a coach's job is, to come up with a game plan, come up with a formula. But see, he's his father and his coach, so it's a double edged sword, man.
But
That's
my
all.
question: what would be the formula? Because the Sean Porter I saw last night is the same Sean Porter I've always
Yo,
seen.
that's what Sean Porter does, man, and that's why his father got frustrated. He opened up and got caught. That's what he did against Earl Spence. He
Correct.
fought a he fought a tactical fight until he got dropped, and that's what he did against Bud. He fought a tactical fight. He wasn't listening, but he still fought a tactical fight. Like he was in and out, trying to make it get dirty, mix up on the inside, tie up, let his hands go on bunches on the inside. And then, if you rewatch how he got dropped against Earl Spence, it's pretty much the same way he got dropped against Bud Crawford. The only difference is Earl Spence threw a hook, a check
Right.
hook. Bud
Right.
Crawford just came straight down the middle, the pipe. That's the only difference.
Bud Crawford versus Josh Taylor. Who wins that fight?
Bud Crawford, man.
Crawford.
Bud Crawford is just he got a lot of tools, man. It's gonna look. I would have, man. I don't even think Earl Spence could beat him right now. I was debating with somebody over that earlier. The old Earl, I'm talking about the Earl with the shag, the 2020 Earl,
Yeah.
2012. You know the Earl before the wino liquor Earl. No disrespect. I would have loved to have seen him and Bud. This new Earl, the rapper, the one that shakes his ass in videos with his alleged, we gotta say alleged rapist rapper friend. I just don't think he has it to beat Terrence.
Okay, so now Bud beats Josh Taylor, right? We don't know whether he's gonna fight Errol Spence, right? What do
Yeah.
you think next for Bud after that? Does he go up to 154?
Why not? Why like yo, as long as he's hot, right? If he runs the gauntlet like we're talking about, you know how hot he's going to be? Why
Right.
not? Why not? Especially if Charlo is still up there with all the belts. Why not?
So all right. So now this is insane. This is insane, and I don't think it's ever been done. So now he was undisputed at 140, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's undisputed at 140. If he beats Josh Taylor, that means he's gonna beat the undisputed champion at 140.
Yup.
Is Charlo undisputed at 154?
He still needs that belt from Brian Castrano.
Okay,
He's
and
he's
they
still
might,
missing the WBO.
and
Yeah,
they're gonna.
they were supposed to run it back, but I don't know. I don't think he wants that fight, man. What are we waiting for? What are we what are we waiting for? They should have been fought already, man. What are we waiting for?
So we're talking like let's say Bud beat Josh Taylor.
Yes.
The Charlo fight, that might be a tough one just because Charlo's just a naturally
Bigger
bigger
guy.
the bigger dude. But if he gets past, and I'm gonna go out on a limb right now. If I'm wrong, you've always come at me with the truth. If he beats Charlo, I might have to say that he has bigger accolades than Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the biggest man in the game right now, Canelo Alvarez.
Oh yeah, without a question. Without a question.
Because
Yeah, without a question. You know why? Listen to what we just said. Canelo Alvarez finally just captured undisputed.
correct,
He had a chance to be undisputed at 160. He didn't fight Boo Boo Andres.
that's a whole different. That's a whole
Yeah,
different.
but you hear what I just said? He had
Yeah,
a chance to be undisputed already at
right,
160. He
right,
didn't fight Boo Boo Andres. He
right.
took he took an easier route. Granted, he's undisputed champion, but the route that he took, Rocky Felding, being awarded a belt, fighting a sparring partner from the WBC
Easiest.
when David Benavidez didn't make weight, beating Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders. He's undisputed. Granted, he did it. But how easy was that for a caliber fighter of Canelo Alvarez? So I definitely would have to agree with you. If Bud Crawford does run the gauntlet and beats out all these guys, and then beats another man in a higher weight division,
Charlo,
because we're talking about a guy that started out at 135
yeah,
and he captures undisputed at 147, 154, 140. I can't debunk that.
right.
And
He's gonna have.
you know me, I love to debunk shit, but I
Right.
can't debunk that, man.
He'll be the top dog, pound for pound,
I,
number one.
I
No,
can't. I can't. That's just that's some legendary shit right there, bro. I can't.
and you
I
know what
can't.
the crazy thing is? This is the crazy thing. All the diehard Mexican gods
Yeah, you can't
will
argue
agree.
them, bro.
No,
You
they'll
can't.
agree.
Yeah.
They'll agree with you because right now the Mexican gods are saying Canelo Alvarez is not the best fighter
Yeah.
in
They can't. Yeah, they like Julio Cesar Chavez. It's still the they're Mount Rushmore.
correct because he fought everybody who he fought.
Yeah,
I
he was an Aztec and warrior. They look
in my
at Canelo as Canelo's Canelo, man. Canelo's a money getter. He's
in
all
my
about
eyes,
the bread.
Chavez number one, Salvador Sanchez number two.
Yeah, he was a legend too. Another legend, man. Another
Um,
legend.
what's gonna happen? What are we doing with Bubo Andrade? Like,
Man, it's just sad, man. I'm telling you, his best bet. I don't know, man. Like boxing is just weird, man. His best, he might need to get beat up. Like go out there, let somebody beat you up, but win the fight, but don't look as good then maybe guys will fight you, man, because
Right.
it's something that got these guys not willing to take a risk to fight you, man. Maybe if you go out there and get dropped, like yo, fuck it, man, just let a bum drop you. Take a shot on the chin
Do
and
you do
and take a knee.
you think demographics has a lot to do with it? Being,
Yo, I think you know what, like remember back in the day when he was signed with Star Boxing, he was offered a fight, right? With the Charlo brothers, and he didn't take the fight because the money wasn't right.
they say
These
that, right?
dudes these dudes are still holding a grudge behind that when it comes to fighting him.
Right.
But that
Right.
has nothing to do with other fighters as far as like Canelo, Triple G, and all these other guys. I just it is dude is just like we talked about earlier, high risk, low reward, man. They don't like these a lot of these fighters. It's all about protecting your O, man. They don't want to let their O's go, man.
Yeah, and they want to make their money, and they
That's
just
it.
and like Triple G is gonna be like, I'm not getting no money fighting Andrade. I mean,
Nope.
what
Especially
Cash?
him. Especially him. He's old now, bro. He's all about making the biggest dollar he can make because he
Bro,
don't have too many left. He don't
it's
have too many rides left.
it's crazy. I was having a conversation with a person that supposedly knows about boxing, and I was like, you honestly don't think that a fighter knows that he's gonna get his ass whooped before going in that ring. A fighter
Of
knows
course.
that,
All the time. All
knows
the
that,
time. All the
but
time.
it's to go in there. So
Hmm.
at the end of the day, he want to make the most money. The most money
Yeah.
he. So a Triple G is not gonna want to fight an Andrade because if he
At
loses,
all.
his stock is gonna fall. So, Triple G's stock will plummet if he lost to an Andrade.
Oh man, without a doubt. He'll be
So
done. His career be on life support.
correct.
That's why he's
And
not doing it.
what you
That's
said,
why.
the sad thing is, you know what? The only way Andrade is gonna have to get out of this hole that he's in, he's gonna have to stay in the pocket. He's gonna have to stay in the pocket.
Yeah,
You know,
get clipped. Get beat up. Let somebody lump him up, not look as good or spectacular. That's all it is, man. Once somebody thinks they could beat him, like that's how you know. Boxing is charades because these dudes that say fighters ain't shit and they could beat them. Why not beat them? Why not beat them? If I know I could beat you,
it's the business, brother.
yeah. If I know I could beat you, that's an easy check, regardless. Somebody
It's not
said,
is that these fighters are saying,
shout out to my man Alex. Man, Alex is out there in Vegas. He said, won't be surprised if Bud went up and outboxed Jamel Charlo. That's crazy, but with high quality skills as possible. Look what Usyk just did when people said his skills wouldn't matter being that small. That's a fact. Skills pay the bills.
but you know what though? On that note, that was good. That was great. But the reason
Yeah.
why Usyk was able to do what he did was because he fought a person, and a person that a lot of people have questioned his heart.
Who, Rock'em Sock'em Robot?
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
people have.
that's Rock'em Sock'em, man. Well, leave Rock'em Sock'em alone, man.
And you know what's crazy?
That's my man, Sweet Caroline, man. Leave him alone, man.
Crazy that you call him Rock'em Sock'em because I just said that he has no heart, and he went to war with Klitschko.
Yeah, yeah. He was
War,
forced. He was forced to go to war with Klitschko, man.
went to
He
war
was,
with Dillian. Wayne.
yeah, forced to go to war with them, man.
So
Yeah,
why do we?
he's another one. I'm telling you, man. See these guys, man. It's I don't think it's that he don't got heart. Yo, that dude got so much money, man. When you have so much money,
Silk pajamas?
and it's just like you said, you don't have the heart from initially, and now you're paid. It's like, bro, you're never gonna be that. You're
Right,
not. You're not. It's just not in you. You're not
right,
hungry no more.
right.
That's
Because
all, man.
my personal opinion, and listen, a lot of people are going to get at me with what I'm saying. If you naturally outweigh somebody by
Yeah.
30 pounds, right?
Man, you gotta go out there and lean on them, man. Put the weight behind the leverage, man.
You're not supposed to lose. On
Nah,
paper, lose to
at
somebody.
all,
Now
at
listen,
all.
Roy Jones beat Ruiz.
He almost got stopped, bro. Fuck lose. Yeah, he almost got stopped.
Correct.
That shit was sad, man.
Yeah,
That shit was
correct.
sad, bro. That shit was sad, man.
Yo, what man? I'm gonna have to start talking to these clowns, man, and stick to what the real man. I'm telling you, man, some of these dudes, man, they honestly don't know what they're talking about, man. You talk to them, man, and it's like talking to six clowns, man. You know, not it's not.
I know.
It's
I know.
frustrating.
Yeah. They don't never want to come. Yo, they always used to want me to come on their panels, right? In the beginning, I used to do it, but then I used to say, like, yo, what? Why am I even here, right? Like, why, yo? Because when they get you on their panels, it's like you just said, it's six clowns, man. You're in the circus, bro. You were
Yeah,
in the, yeah, you were in the straight circus, and it's like you can't go into the circus and get into a debate, a argument, bring up facts or anything, because
yo,
in the circus, it's all about the show. That's
it's crazy
it.
because at the end, going. I'm sorry to go back to it. Yesterday when we were going at it, his man goes, on his on Correa's podcast. He goes, yeah, but at the end of the day, if you look it up, it's gonna be a KO. No, I go, no, it's not, man. You go look at boxing KO. This my brother.
You can't, man.
Don't act like a casual. There's more to the story. There's more to
Yeah,
the story. That's when you know the game, you know the difference. You're gonna
that's a
say to you,
fact.
Bud beat him. Bud, yes, Bud did beat Porter, but he didn't mop the floor with him. He didn't mop the floor with him. It wasn't, and that's what people look, man. Look, and it goes back to the Deontay Wilder, Mark Breland fiasco. If Mark Breland wouldn't have thrown in the towel, right,
Yeah,
and Tyson Fury would have flattened him, there would have been no argument. But
yeah,
Mark Breland did Wilder a favor. He gave him the
facts,
mint. He
facts. He
gave him
did.
the argument, and that's what a casual won't understand. Mark Breland saved Wilder's career because
He
Wilder
did.
was able to say, "Why did you do that?"
Yeah,
There's always to the fight fans, you know what I'm saying? To the casuals, they're always gonna say, "Nope, nope." Tyson Fury did not
yeah,
beat Wilder. Okay, we all know. Yes, we all know what happened. We all know what happened. But if Mark Breland would have let the fight go on, it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4. Yo, go get the morgue. This dude is dead. Flatline.
yeah. It would have been ugly, man.
You know what I'm saying? But because Mark Breland did what he did, now there poses an argument.
Mm.
Poses an
Wow.
argument. That's why, it's crazy because a dude put me on to this. A dude put me on. A dude he tells me one day, yo, go look up at the rule book and see if a trainer or anybody could step up in the ring and throw in the towel. They can't. You
Mm-mm.
can't. You as a cornerman cannot step up on the ropes and throw in the towel. That is a disqualification. Can't do
Mm-hmm.
it. The rule book stated. Now, whether they enforce it or not, that's just on the referee. The only
Yeah,
person that can stop a fight, only person is the referee. And then
yeah.
people will say, well, what about the doctor? No, the doctor
He can
talks
advise. He can advise the ref to stop the fight.
correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's
And
the rules.
a lot of
That
these
is the rules. That's
correct, but these
correct.
know this. These
Yeah.
kids don't know this. And there was a huge fight. It was Cotto versus Salida. Cotto versus Salida. And it was that referee. He's from New York. He was on it yesterday, man. He was a referee yesterday. That his father used to be a referee. What the hell's his name?
Arthur McCanny Jr.
Correct. When
Yes.
Cotto fought Salida, yo, his corner threw in the towel. You know
And he
what?
picked it up and threw it out. Yeah, facts. I remember that. Like, come on, see, the source been covering boxing forever. You see how I knew exactly what you was talking about when you was like, yo, I was like Arthur McCanny Jr. And I knew what you was about to talk about. He picked the
That's
shit up and threw it back out the ring. That's a
the
fact. That's a
hell out.
fact. Yo, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's an actual fact right there.
You know.
That's a fact.
So um, it's crazy, man, because these people are out here just putting fake news, man. It's just
Man, yeah,
they
that's
don't.
the game, man. That's the game, man. I'm telling you. That's what sells, man. Like, yeah, I need to get off of here. When I close this one out, I'm gonna retitle this. I'm gonna put like a that's what it is. It's all about clickbait. Now if I retitle this and I put Earl Spence gets slapped at the MGM Grand, leaving out by Terrence Crawford's entourage. Yo, I will have 1,000 views
Yeah,
in a
100.
in a matter of 5 minutes, because
And
people
guess
will
what?
click on it just to see somebody get smacked, and then they click on there and see an actual podcast talking. That's what these dudes do, though, man, all the
No doubt,
time.
no doubt. And that's why you are who you are. You know what I mean? And it
Yeah,
may take you a little longer to get to where you want to be, but you know what?
that's a
Respect,
fact. Yeah,
respect. Long,
yeah,
long way in this business, because you know what? You're taking the long road, you're taking the hard road. But you know what? When people see you, when you're there, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I respect that dude because he spits facts, man. I'm not gonna give him an
yeah.
interview, and he's gonna come out
Fact. That's yeah, I
right."
know that's why people don't understand it. Like, damn, how do you always get all these interviews with these fighters?
Yo,
Because
I put it.
we speak the same language. I'm
I
not on here bullshitting and looking for clickbait. Nah, I'm just doing me, doing what I love, doing what I was raised around.
you know the
Uh,
New York Times, right?
yeah,
And you know the National Enquirer, right?
yeah,
You know the difference, right?
yeah. Pretty
And you know,
much.
yeah.
Don't the same person own both of them though?
Well,
I
guess
heard,
what? If
huh?
they do, I wouldn't be surprised because one got to speak the truth and the other one has to talk on bullshit.
That's it. Yeah,
And
yeah,
you know, and you know what though? At the end of the day, you already know who you are.
yeah. That's a fact too.
And this is the crazy thing. Yo, I guarantee you, who do you think sells more? The National Enquirer, the New York Times? Who do you think sells more?
The National Enquirer by far.
But
By
when you want
far.
to know the facts, and the truth, who do you go
Uh,
with?
to the times. To the times, man. But like yo, I told you, man, bullshit will always sell, man. But it's
Hell's
like
yeah.
it's like damn when you putting out that garbage, you become garbage, man. Because like I
Yep.
said, man, I've been around a lot of these guys that do thousands and thousands of views, and they can't even conduct a proper interview. They don't know how to talk to a fighter. They don't know the proper question to ask them to engage a fighter into a deep conversation. They don't, man.
No doubt, no doubt.
They don't, man.
My
They
brother,
don't.
I'm about ready to do my
Oh yeah,
dance
yeah. I
with you.
appreciate you all the time. E, like I said, man, the panel is always open for you, man. And like you
I'm
said, you see, today we even got into a couple of debates. It's always open for you, man. Just
all
don't like before, man. Sometimes when you come on here, if it's a guy on here that you put under pressure, I just say just keep it professional. Like you know how you did the other time, and you ran somebody off the panel. We just say just keep it professional. That's all.
but you know, honestly, man, I'm gonna talk from like a third person. I'm like, yo, you can't even blame the dude because the dude was
Yeah,
talking about Mark Breland. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
no, he could have just got up. He could have listened. I sent you the clip, right? Remember what?
yeah,
Did I?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So you know what I was talking about, right?
yeah. I do.
So you know when all those people were talking trash and he just stood there and and then all of a sudden you're gonna big up Mark Breland. You're gonna be riding his jock strap. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, that's a fact. Look what Alex just said. He just pretty much co-signed what you just said. He said these cats love to sensationalize their headlines. Cornballs, man. Goof troops out here. That is a fact. I'm glad you stated that, and I didn't have to. Goof troops in the making. That's why I said.
And then
I got to get that ad lib on here. That sound effect.
going back to that, he said that he basically tried to call me a hater. He goes
Yeah,
that I like to control the narrative, and I'm
yeah.
like, I don't like controlling the narrative, but me and you could be talking about something, and if you talk some crazy off the wall nonsense, I'm gonna be like, what's your mind? And guess what? Guess what? At the
Yeah,
at the end, we could either be cool or not be cool. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
that was one of the best shows, man. Because like I said, yeah, that was so raw and uncut. I didn't even know that what I'm saying that it was
Can I,
gonna go that way. I
can I,
didn't know. I didn't
can I,
know that y'all had
oh,
that
I'm
prior shit.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. Yo, Corey said, "Yo, you over here, you know." He said something about, with your wrinkly forehead. I was, yo, look, I got something in my hand.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, my dude, this dude ain't even look in the mirror, man. He really want me to go at him, bro. This dude really want me to go at him. I was like, I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I'm not even gonna do it because that guy, yo, my man. I was like, yo, he ain't even go there because I was just butterface. I
Yeah.
was, man, come on.
Uh,
I was like, this is
yeah.
work, man. You know what I'm saying?
You can't. Yeah, you can't, man. That's what they be wanting, man. You can't stoop to levels, man. You gotta just like stick to the script, man. You know what I'm saying? Or you're good. You're good for podcasts. You're good for coming on platforms and because you know your stuff, man.
Because I'm gonna be
You know
like
your
this. I'm
stuff.
gonna question how I look. You gotta at least somewhat try to either look better than me. You know what I'm saying? Or try to see you can't look like the feces that come out my butt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's what I'm telling you, man. I was on. I remember I was on this dude's show, right? And I guess that he was a Devin Haney fan at the time. He's no longer a Devin Haney fan like that. But I guess he knew that Gary and them was my peoples. Yo, this dude, I got on the show. I was talking. We was, like we doing right now. So I was like, yo, he was trying to say like Gary Russell's, resume and all this. So I was like, yo, who has Devin Haney fought? Like, I was like, what champions? And I named Joshua Diaz for Gary Russell. I was like, now you see Devin Haney is fighting him finally. But I'm like, yo, Gary Russell beating a former Olympian. You know, Jojo Diaz now a champion. Who has Devin Haney for? Yo, this dude muted my mic, right? Because you can when they come on your shit, you can mute the mic. Yo, he muted my mic and just went off screaming, talking mad shit, right? Just going in like, yo, I'm cooking you, I'm cooking. That's why I don't even go on do shows, bro. It's, it's pointless, man.
That's the problem, man. You're looking. Let me speak, man.
Yeah, it's
Yo, let me.
pointless.
You know what I'm
Pre-
saying?
Appreciate you, Alex, man. Definitely, man. Stop in anytime. You know the vibes, man.
But listen, I'm gonna try to see if I see you on Saturday, man. Keep
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
your thing.
definitely. You know how we do, man. Yo, thanks for stopping in too, E. Always, man. Always, always good conversations. This brother is a great boxing mind, man. You know the
And
vibes, E.
I gotta stop dealing with these fools, man, and just stick to you, man.
Nah, nah, you got to. Yo, see, we need guys like you to go over there and rattle the cages, man. They need that, man. They need
Yo,
that because they get too many dudes on their shits that feed their egos, man. Be having
that's
them
what it.
thinking that they know what they talking about, man. They don't know nothing. To quote the late great Roger Mayweather, motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing, man.
You know what I'm saying? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
don't know nothing. They think
Yo, it's crazy.
yeah, they think a couple views, subscribers, and likes makes them boxing historians and boxing educators. No, it doesn't. It just means you got a whole bunch of dumb, deaf, and blind dickheads like you that
Yep,
tune into you and like the goofy shit that you talking. That's all.
yep, 100%,
That's
100%.
that's all.
I'll keep checking you. You know, I'm always checking you. I'm gonna try to see. I'm gonna see you on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know the vibes, man. Good looking, E.
My brother, be good.
You be good too.
Yo, putting those hat out. Keep putting those hat out there, man, so people know where they can pick up them hats, man.
Oh,
And
definitely, man. You know the vibes, man.
and you ready for this, man? Yo, I'm personally gonna say that right now. I'm going to your Cash App. I'm gonna hit you off with something, man, because you definitely deserve that. I'm saying it. I'm putting my words to my pocket. You know what I'm
Ah,
saying?
man, that's what it is, man. Salute
And
to E, man.
you know, because the best deserve the best. Let the people know where to get your hats, and
Yeah,
little
and,
by
and
little.
and you know me, everything that I get off of the Cash App goes right back into the brand, man. It goes into the equipment. It goes into you see how we spiced it up. It goes into the drops, the special effects. The
That's right.
wallpaper,
That's right.
the the logos, the different animated logos, all that, man.
Now
That's what that's another thing. When I call these dudes out, I say, yo, a lot of you dudes be on here getting donations, but when I go to your channels, I don't see no upgrades, man. What are you doing with your donations, man?
And the last thing I'm gonna say right now, man, we're talking about a family man, and I'm talking as a consumer. What I see is a family man who is always there for his two daughters, takes them to the fights, not one of these cornballs that's smoking weed,
Oh man,
drinking,
forget it.
coming on podcasts, not knowing what the hell they're talking about. You know what I mean?
Forget about it, man. Forget
You know?
about it, man.
And that's at the end of the day, that's what you got to support. Do you want to support a dude that's smoking weed? And now, listen, weed is legal, so I'm not. That's not what I'm going through. Because you can do whatever you want. But if you coming on a podcast, do you either want to listen to a person who's altering his mind by drinking and smoking weed, or do you want to go on a podcast?
Facts, man.
You want to go on a podcast and listen to a person, right, who is a true father? Because what is a true father? That's dedication.
Yeah, facts.
Brains. If you have any brains, you're gonna know that a person that is a family man is dedicated. He's dedicated to his family, and most likely he's gonna be dedicated to his craft. And that craft putting out real news.
Facts.
All right? So if people don't know how to decipher the difference between a bozo that's drinking and smoking, altering his mind, and he's giving you news. No, he's giving you fake news because he's altering his mind.
Facts.
What's my man's name right now? Does real sports.
Brian Gumble. Brian
Gumble with a Modelo and some weed. No, my man is straight giving you facts.
That's it. He's professional. He's professional. That's a fact, man. Yeah, I don't even gotta say it, man. Yeah, you said it all right there, man.
It don't get realer. It don't get realer that when you're doing your thing and your daughters come in to ask you a question and you pause to handle your business. You know what I'm saying? A casual, come on, man. No, a real person is gonna be like, that's deep right there, bro.
Yeah, that's
real
a
person.
fact.
Because guess what, bro? Guess what? Any other person will be like, yo, I'm locking this door. You come bother me, we're gonna have a problem. But no, what do you as a real like? Nah, you come in and you'll tell them, we'll talk to you later. But they number one.
Yeah, all the time. Facts, man.
They're number one, and that's
they're known in the boxing community though, man. All the fighters, coaches, trainers, different gyms, they know my daughters, man.
Yo, listen, man. Yo, bro, are you ready for this? While all these other cats want to be Maury Povich, you are the father.
That's a fact.
Now, hey, everybody watches the Povich show. You are the father.
Yeah.
But when you want the real deal, where do you go to? Brian Gumble, Real Sports.
That's it.
And with that, I'm out, my brother.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man.
I'm hit you right now.
All right. That was my guy, E. Shout out to E, man. Solid brother. Yo, Daffodil, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Yes, man. Excellent show today. Look, 2 hours and 30 minutes, man, of heat, man. Constant heat. Yeah, we are going to wrap it up. Shout out to Lord of the Rings. Shout out to E. You know what? Yo, listen, I might not even come back on tonight, man. I gave y'all so much to decipher. You know the vibes. You're rocking out with your truly Showtime Sizzle. Hottest in the game. I am the source.